Hi guys, Liam here, coming in with my prediction for the Stretford Paddock matchday watch-along. What a result against Villarreal. I think everyone's hoping for maybe not a similar performance, because for the first 50 or 60 minutes in typical Manchester United fashion, we were very poor. But I think we're hoping for another win, obviously. Don't want to be waiting until the 95th minute this time around, hopefully. But I hope to see a bit of rotation. I think the likes of Cavani deserves a start. You can still play Ronaldo, either play them as a front two or maybe play him off the left. Maybe give Pogba a rest. Pogba's not someone who usually plays a lot of games in a short period of time. So maybe give Donny a start. He deserves it. He was, after that performance against West Ham, he was clearly not happy with the fact that Fred got brought on despite being 1-1. He clearly thought that we maybe deserved, he deserved a chance to come on and try and help us. But a lot of players do have good history against Everton. Cavani last season, Bruno since he's come to the club, both play really well against them. So I'm expecting a good result. Hopefully it won't take us too long to build into the game as it usually does. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win for Manchester United.
Narlene here to give you my prediction for the Man United versus Everton game, and we're coming into this one with a poor run of form, but hopefully that win can give us some confidence heading into this one, and that's thanks to Cristiano Ronaldo. 5 goals in 5 games. Nothing else needs to be said about him, honestly. Now, the thing that concerns me the most heading into this one is how poor we've looked defensively. We need Shaw back, but that Villarreal game showed us how valuable Wan-Bissaka is in particular. Now, I want to see Eddie Cavani starting, just that urgency and intensity he brings on with him. We need his high pressing style and his aerial presence. Start him alongside Ronnie. Honestly, what have you got to lose? Because seeing him on the bench just doesn't seem right. Now, hopefully we can pick up 3 important points. I'm going to predict a 3-1 win to Man United with Bruno, Eddie and Ronnie on the score sheet.
Hi, this is Solo7 from the Man United Agenda, and my score prediction today would be Manchester United 3, Everton 1. It seems that we cannot keep clean sheets, but at the same time, I cannot see a reason why we should not be going in this game full of confidence after the midweek victory over Villarreal and beating Everton 3-1 at Old Trafford with the crowd behind us. So my score prediction, Manchester United 3, Everton 1.
Right, so Manchester United versus Everton at Old Trafford. I'd normally say it's going to be a tough game, and I think it will be still to a certain extent, but with the injuries that Everton have to Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, that's a significant portion of their attacking output out of the game, supposedly. So I feel like they shouldn't really have enough to trouble us defensively, even with some of the injuries we have ourselves. And overall, we really should have our own attacking output to really put them away, sort of. So I'm going to go 3-1 to Manchester United for this one.
Ross Murphy here. My Paddock matchday prediction is Manchester United host Everton at Old Trafford. The last time we played Everton ended in a dramatic 3-3 draw, with Dominic Calvert-Lewin scoring a late equaliser right at the end, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin will be missing the game through injury. The Everton still have players that can hurt us though. Manchester United need to bounce back from that loss against Villa, and hopefully we can win just before the international break starts. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go for a 3-1 Manchester United win. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to Stretford Paddock, and as always, come on United.
Yes, Paddock Ultras, Sam Spanner here from the United Forever podcast, and this is my score prediction versus Benitez's Blue Boys. I reckon we'll win by 2 goals, so expect a nice 2-0 victory. However, a little bit of patience is needed because we still lack a little bit of cohesion. And a big shout out to the Lord and Saviour, Joseph Smith, the best thing to come out of workshops since Dawson's Fish and Chips Bar, for trying to just tell the fan base to relax a little bit and not to put too much pressure on Ollie, because he's doing a great job and I'm sure that he's going to win some silverware. So let's have it, boys. Viva El Paddock!
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is the watch-along for Manchester United versus Everton. I'm joined... Well, what can I say about these guys, eh? What can I say about you?
What can you say?
I feel like you just styled out the fact you forgot our names. That's what it was.
Your name is something one of the footballers is called. Isn't that right?
Sounds familiar.
Nah, he's not called that. He's called Cristiano, isn't he?
Oh, that's the one. I'm joined by Ronaldo and Alex. How you doing, lads?
Very well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Good to have you on.
Yes, it's been
First
a while,
watch along of the
hasn't
season. I've not done a watch along with you, Ronaldo, in quite a while now.
it? Yeah.
How have you progressed in that time as a person and a human being?
Hairline's gone further back.
Has it?
Yeah.
But you've tried your best today. Freshly done.
Freshly
Look
done.
how far back his head. Tilt your head forward. Look at use his single camera if you can, Cam. Look how far back he's got. Not mine is. How far back his headphones are because he don't want to get it on his new hair.
You clocked it.
His headphones are like that off the back of his head. Don't worry about that. We're here for Manchester United versus Everton, of course. A big game this, actually, isn't it? The team list should be coming out now, so we'll be going through the team.
Yep,
Here we go. The main talking point straight away. No Ronaldo, no Paul Pogba. Jesus. Right, let's get into this. Martial. Oh my God, what's going on? Right, lads, what's going on? Press the button. Press the I'm scared button.
Wait, am I going to see the team? Or what?
We're going to hear it in a second. We'll get it on the screen in just a moment. It's David De Gea, Victor Lindelof, Martial, Greenwood, Fred, Fernandes, Varane, Cavani, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay. Let me work that through in some sort of like position order. So you've got De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Varane and Lindelof, and then we've got Luke Shaw back in the squad. Great. Oh, so far, so good. In front of them, you've got Fred and McTominay. Okay, that work. We've seen that work. The win percentage isn't bad with them two playing, sure. Then behind your striker, we've got a mixture of players. We've got Martial, Greenwood,
You see Martial because you're looking at me.
and it's in Cavani. Well, because you were making some noises before when I read through that team. That's why I'm looking at you.
And I thought because I was an honorary member of Martial FC. Weren't I?
Did you used to be one?
Day one.
I've got one foot in the door still.
Oh, yeah. Well, go on then. Explain this.
This will be interesting.
What do you think of that team, Ronaldo?
Obviously, big talking points. No Ronaldo. You haven't got that kind of goatish, always capable of a goal
Goatish.
element. But Martial, he hasn't impressed at all this season. He looks shell of himself. Lost half a yard of pace. It's not looking good when I'm looking at that squad. Obviously, we've got no excuses though, no matter what the team selection is, because
Go on.
Everton have quite a number of players injured themselves, and
Yeah. Can I read through the team? The sub, sorry.
Yeah.
Just so we've got full context as to what's going on here. We've got Henderson, Tellez, Bailly, Lingard, Matic, Pogba, Van der Beek, Ronaldo, Sancho. So on there, you know, Pogba would expect to start, Ronaldo would expect to start, Sancho, even though he hasn't played every single game, you know, could quite comfortably expect to start. Let me know in the comments what you think of this team, by the way, because...
Can you repeat that, please?
So here's the subs again. Henderson, Tellez, Eric Bailly, Jesse Lingard, Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, Donny van der Beek, Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench, and so is Jadon Sancho.
Some bench that, innit?
Some bench, isn't it? You could argue better than the first team, which is a strange
Let's
thing.
look at some positives. At least Eddie's back up top. We've got Eddie back.
We've got Eddie back. Yeah, go on, Alex. Give us some fucking positives, man, because I'm scared.
We've got our centre forward up top. I mean, everyone was buzzing over him midweek.
Yeah.
It's good to get... I mean, he might not be fully match fit, but let's see what he's like. He's pressing from the front, which obviously we know Ronaldo doesn't do.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, that was the stat that
was
came
the
out
stat, isn't it?
yesterday, wasn't it?
he's the worst presser in
Yeah.
the Premier League.
He's done the least presses.
He's one of the
per
worst
night.
in Europe, actually. I think he's in the bottom 1%.
Yeah.
That's why he's been dropped.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got all these trusty Fred and McTominay. They're the ones he trusts in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
I think it could be... looks like it could be a 4-3-3 again, though, possibly with Martial, Greenwood and Cavani, and then maybe Bruno, and then we got...
McTominay and Fred. I'm thinking it's a 4-2-3-1 personally. I reckon you're looking at a McFred sort of double pivot there, as
Well,
we
yeah,
tend
that's the
to
only
see.
role those two can play, really, isn't it?
It is. Let's see. People saying Tony's starting. All right. Here's what I want to get into. Here's what I want to talk about, because my immediate thoughts on that is Ronaldo isn't starting. Shit.
That's the team up.
That's my first start. We'll get the team up once we've got the graphic. I don't know what's going on.
there.
We've lost all of our cameras because we're fucking about with stuff after we've gone live. So we are still here. Presumably you can still hear us. People are unplugging things that don't need to be unplugged when things were fine in the first place, and now we can't get them back on. So do stick around. Let's go through that team again while we're waiting for the cameras to come back on. We've got David De Gea, Victor Lindelof, Anthony Martial, Mason Greenwood, Fred, Fernandes, Varane, Cavani, Shaw, and we've got Wan-Bissaka and McTominay. What's going on here? Do we know? Any word, please?
The wires are all fucked.
Right. Well, they were working before. Seems to be when they've been unplugged that the problems have begun. But we are still here. There we go. Some flicker in there, but we should be back on in a second. I'm not sure what's going on here. We've got that one shot. Go on, cut to that one. Anyway, right, there we go. Look at that. That's something.
Should we squeeze in?
Squeeze right in, lads. We'll hopefully get this sorted as we go along. Sorry about this. But yeah, we are still here. One thing I want to talk about, and we'll just go straight into this and pretend that, everything isn't completely fucked behind the scenes there, is last season, let me try and find this. Midweek games, early Saturday kickoff, right? Because I'm pretty certain that BT Sport said that they would no longer... here you go. This is from the Independent, 13th of May. Premier League clubs to no longer play Saturday lunchtime after Champions League on a Wednesday. Champions League clubs who played on a Wednesday night could still be selected for BT Sport's evening slot, however, a move which may appease managers but is unlikely to please travelling supporters. Premier League clubs who play in the Champions League on a Wednesday evening will no longer have to play on the maligned 12:30 slot on the following Saturday. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo is a 36-year-old man. He scored in the 95th minute for Man United the other day. And then all of a sudden, this was Wednesday night in the Champions League, and then now we're on at 12:30 on BT Sport, the thing that last summer they said they wouldn't do. Why do you think that's happened? And do you think that explains why he's not playing, or do you think there's more to it than that, Ronaldo?
Could possibly be more to it, but it probably is largely down to the fact that he needs a little bit of rest. Obviously, he's 36 years old, as he said.
Yeah.
He might look primed, but I think even in some stages of the Villarreal game, he looked a little bit lethargic and leggy anyway.
Yeah.
So I think we're in it for the long run, aren't we? United this season, and you don't want to
We need to look
burn
after
him out.
don't we?
Yeah, we don't want to burn him out too early. We can just kind
And
of
we've not
monitor
got
his
a bad
progress.
replacement on the bench, have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
Edinson
kind of-
Cavani, let's not forget. Also, in terms of managing egos and stuff, I know that Cavani's been, relatively peaceful, relatively all right with things, but it's still Edinson Cavani.
Exactly.
It's still a man that scored 350 career goals. I don't think he's going to be happy to just be on the bench every week, especially when, like I just said then, Ronaldo's 36 years old, has played pretty much every game since he came in except the West Ham game in the League Cup, and scored a goal in the 95th minute. And like you said, Ronaldo, he looked quite tired against Villarreal. Do you think it kind of makes sense, this?
Yeah, Cavani, as you said, would not be. He's not there to sit on the bench, and we're not paying him all that money to sit on the bench
That's
either.
the point, yeah.
But I think maybe later on in a few games we might see both of them. But I think it's, as I say, work in the system. We've got to rest Ronaldo. We've got to give both game time. Cavani needs minutes as well.
Yeah.
And we need to keep both of them happy. Ronaldo is still a massive impact. If we're struggling, come off the bench, and we know
That's a good point, isn't it?
It's like we've got Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench. So, it's interesting to see how Eddie gets on. I hope he does well, because I personally, I think he's a fan favourite of everyone, isn't he?
Yeah.
The TRA has been singing his name every time I've been there. Bring on Cavani and all this. So, I think. I hope he does really well today, and I also hope Martial does well today.
Yeah, Ronaldo, we need to talk about Martial. I know that you said you've still got a foot in, Martial FC's sort of...
Do you know what the only positive of this
Christmas
is?
party or whatever it is coming up, but how is he starting over Jadon Sancho? That's my question to you.
I have no idea.
Because
Do you know what it is?
Go on.
One positive of this is, one thing I've been consistent with, and I've been on the record saying for years, is regardless of Martial believes he's a number 9 or he's a striker, he's not. Right. Because he's not as good back to goal. He doesn't have the kind of... He's not really mastered any of the dark arts, a little bit of the sharpness in the box or whatever that he might need to be a forward player. I've always said his best attribute is dribbling. And he's miles better on the left wing than he is up front. I know that he's kind of gone away from that over the last 18 months to 2 years, trying to become a number 9 goal scorer. But I think his attributes and the way his play style is, it's more kind of akin to being a left winger than a striker anyway. And maybe today he can kind of display and show that. I'm not I'm not betting on it too much from what I've seen.
When's the last time he truly did show that? Because I know he had some good games last season. I thought he was good against Leeds. He was good against Man City. But I think the City game he played up front, didn't he? When's the last time Martial had a great game as a winger for United? Was it 18 months ago? Like, I know some of that, or most of that, is down to the fact he hasn't been playing there.
He hasn't been playing there much.
But on the other hand, you think you're bringing him in for a game that's pretty important here. Everton are a good team. They're on the same points as United. Yeah. I know they've got injuries. I know they've got problems. But I'm a little bit surprised. Especially, it's weird because he praised... Who did he praise the other day? Ollie praised Jadon Sancho and Cristiano Ronaldo. And neither of them are playing. He tends to do that, doesn't he? He does that... The old sort of Fergie trick of saying, you know who's brilliant the other day? Marcus Rashford. I'm so glad he's in the squad. Next week, not playing. So... You almost could have predicted it, but I'm a little bit surprised that we're seeing Martial there, just because, and again, no offence to him in particular, but every game he's played this season has been tough. I would have even expected maybe Jesse Lingard and his pressing on that side with Martial.
Part of me last night believed there was a chance Lingard might have a shout of being involved in the squad or in the starting 11, but because he's actually what's the stat on him? Every 49 minutes, he's had a goal-scoring contribution so far.
Here's the other thing then, Alex, right? Sometimes when you say, oh, he's coming off the bench and he's amazing, you've got to start him. But sometimes someone's coming off the bench and he's amazing, keep bringing him off the bench because it's a different dynamic when you come off the bench.
Was a prime example of that.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
he said himself, like some players are beneficial off the bench more. But I mean, if you're looking at people like Sancho, we lost last week in the Premier League. We've been struggling a few games, so maybe he's looked at Martial and gone, Martial's probably in training going, why am I not good enough to be? Because we've really lacked creativity, I think, in the past few games. Even on Wednesday night we did. Yeah. So Martial's maybe gone, right, well, can you do it then? Let's see what you can get. And it's just maybe one of them has gone, right, I'll start you for this game. If you've got anything, he gives you these little tests, like, can you show up and show me what you can do?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, though.
I like that. I already like the start of this.
No. It's not that dramatic. Don't worry. But Cavani starting, which hasn't been. But has he not had quite a little bit of success against Everton though?
What was it? 2 goals he scored against them?
I think he scored in. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like he scored in every game he's played against them so far, or maybe. Or averaging around a goal
he scored in the 3-3, didn't he? Yeah. He scored 1 and assisted 1 at.
I think he had a brace against Everton.
Goodison Park. Was it 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Southampton game maybe, but he assisted 1 for certain against someone. But yeah, he's been very good against Everton. Yeah. The rest of the squad, going through it, it's good to have Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw back, isn't it? After midweek, because I think that was our biggest weakness against Villarreal, wasn't it?
Yeah, fullbacks
Dalot was
on the par. Teller's obviously great goal, but Dalot had a bit of a tough night, didn't he?
Yeah, bit of a tough night for him. Luke Shaw, though, I think hasn't quite been at last season's levels so far this season. Well, doesn't seem to be. He already had a bit of a lack of willingness to get back and track back, and that seems to have only been sort of exacerbated by maybe tired from the summer, maybe a little bit, I'm back to form, I can take my foot off the gas. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe just a drop in form, maybe, he's not quite back up to fitness, who knows. But there's been a couple of showings where he's not quite closed his man down, he's not quite tracking back properly. We need to see that sort of forward and backwards Luke Shaw from last season, don't we?
Yeah, we do. He's had a little bit of a drop off from his form last season. That's one of the things that we started speaking about him as a world-class left-back, and he definitely played like it for the last 18 months. But a huge part of having that world-class label is consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference. He needs to be making the right decision at the right time. He needs to kind of keep up the form he showed. When you do that for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, that's when you actually get cemented in that kind of world-class group.
When you look at who have been the best left-backs in the world over the last 5 or 10 years, you look at the likes of Marcelo, who did it consistently for years. You look at Jordi Alba, who's done it consistently for years. People like that. And then before that, obviously, Everett United did it 3, 4, 5 years as a world-class player. Roberto Carlos. I mean, I think Roberto Carlos, by the way, has got the world record for the most professional games by an outfield player of anyone ever. He's played 1,000 200 or 1,300 games. He's got the most. I think Peter Shilton's played the most professional games. Yeah, Roberto Carlos. I don't know if it's like modern era or I don't know what the rule is, but Ronaldo's like fifth on the list.
Yeah,
Roberto Carlos.
Surprised Roberto Carlos can still walk. Then.
Well, he's not. He's retired now. But yeah.
No, I'm just talking about
just
in general, isn't it? Like it's a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah, definitely. Mason Greenwood back in. Not scored a goal since Ronaldo arrived at the club.
I think he's been our best player this year, though. Mason.
Yeah.
Is the way he's pressing from the front. He's everywhere. I think he's been the most creative player. He's putting the balls in the box. He's taking on his men. Like he's most direct. We've got everyone seems to be. We run up like I don't want to be on Sancho's back too early. Like But like I feel like when Mason's got the ball, he's running at them.
Yeah.
And people like Martial, people like Sancho haven't been doing that. Jesse's been doing it a little bit when he's been coming on. But like getting that ball into the box because we've got Cavani and Ronaldo in the box. Like get the ball in there. Like Bruno fires the ball and whenever he looks up and just goes, "Where is he?"
Do you know? Just realised, have we not named Everton's team?
No.
Not yet. No. We're still talking about United's team.
Because there's a certain thing I want to find out who's right back. Because if it's Godfrey,
yeah. Solskjaer has spoken about the game. We'll talk about Everton's team in just a second. But Solskjaer said Wednesday night was a big effort, a big emotional and physical output. So we needed to freshen it up when it's an early kickoff. You know what? I get that. The start of this game is going to be very important. Cristiano Ronaldo, I think he played 44 games last season, which is obviously a lot of games. But I think United played something like 58. So he ain't going to something like mid-50s.
Yeah, because Maguire and Bruno almost play pretty much every game.
Assuming United have a similar number of games this season, Ronaldo's either going to have to be rested or we're going to, he's not going to play all 58. That's what I'm saying.
It shouldn't be a huge shock because I feel like when anyone with common sense, I feel like a majority of United fans anyway, when Ronaldo came in, no one expected him to play every game.
No.
Yeah.
I think people were just saying from the beginning that he needed to be rotated and used accordingly anyway. So it shouldn't be that
he's not
extreme.
the man we had. He's he's 36 years old. So we need to look after him.
This is Everton's team. Then they've got Pickford, Godfrey, Keane, Mina, and Digne, Doucouré, Allen, Gordon, Gray, Townsend, and Rondon. Right. Has there ever been a team of two halves like that? So for me, Godfrey, Keane, Mina, Digne, Doucouré, Allen, anywhere between decent and excellent. And then Gray, Townsend, and Rondon. I'm not saying they ain't going to score against United. That is a championship front three. Literally, Gray and Rondon have been promoted, I think, in the same team at Newcastle. That is. How is that happening? Is Richarlison injured? I know Calvert-Lewin's injured.
Yeah,
Richarlison's injured as well. So fair enough, you're down to your bare bones. But like Digne is great left back, one of the best in the league. Doucouré, I think he's slightly overrated, but he's still a very good player. Alan, same thing. And then you've got Demarai Gray, Andros Townsend, and Salomon Rondon! And this thing is, Rondon is going to be up Lindelof's arse today.
And that's what I'm saying. The issue with that is Demarai Gray's been one of the top performers in the Premier League this season so far anyway. Townsend's equally been great as well. Yeah. So you're talking about two championship players, but they're playing great in the Premier League at the moment, and they're in good run of form, and they can definitely hurt us. And as you said about Rondon versus Lindelof's not really a great matchup, is it?
No,
do you know what I mean?
And it's one of them
right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm taking the piss, but I obviously am well aware that they're good players. They've been playing well this season. They could cause United a lot of problems. But when you see that on paper, you think, sorry, is this Newcastle in 2017 in the Championship?
Fair play to Rafa.
Yeah, fair play to him. Got 13 points out of this team. The one worry for them, I mean, not to say it's a worry for them, it's obviously a positive for United. They did get spanked by Everton 3-0.
Do you know what's actually funny about like your Demarai Gray slander? I don't think he played for Newcastle, but I remember him playing for Leicester. Was he? Correct me if I'm wrong. He played for Leicester or someone, and he came to Old Trafford and put one in the top corner from 30 yards.
Yeah.
Demarai Gray. Yeah. And because Joe was jinxed us, Demarai Gray's probably going to do that again today. I think it was against us.
He was at Birmingham.
Yeah, he was at Birmingham. I think he went Leicester.
Yeah.
And then I think in the game that we won,
went to Bayer Leverkusen.
He's cut in and put one in the stanch.
He's on loan from Leverkusen at Everton.
He's not. They bought him for 1 point.
Oh shit! Sorry, I misread that. But yeah, so interesting. I think he's a good player, but it's just one of them minute where you think, bloody hell, that's a team that. Are you worried about Everton, or how worried are you about Everton, Alex?
They're a weird team, Everton. As you say, looking at that lineup, they're a team of two halves.
Yeah,
you don't know what Pickford's going to do.
That's another point.
But I watched them against Villa, and I know we lost to Villa as well, but Villa played them off the park, and I think they're always up for it when they come to Old Trafford as well. But I think we should have enough, and the momentum carrying on from Wednesday, we've got a bit more in us. So I wouldn't say I'm too worried.
Yeah. Cam, I know that I just had a right effort changing that telly about. Can you make it slightly brighter, because it's comically dark at the moment? Like, just change it a little bit. Sorry, please, could you help us out? Because that is madness, isn't it? It's all the whole screen is just
Old Trafford's black.
Yeah, exactly. The whole screen is one colour. You can't make out anything at Old Trafford.
Is that the contrast, or?
I think something's happened there, but if we can just tweak it a little bit. I know it's so we don't get a lot of reflection in the back of this telly, which is fair enough, but that's obscene. Let us know in the comments what you think of this team then, because it seems like one of them teams where you go, if this works out, brilliant. If not,
if it doesn't, wow,
a lot of
hell
pie
to
on
pay.
his face, especially because yes, we won against Villarreal, but it was another poor performance, and it's been a shaky. The start was decent, but the last few games have been shaky, to say the least. There's a lot of pressure. This is still a big pressure game, isn't it? Like, do you almost think? Not Ollie's taking a risk, because he is taking a risk, but do you think he's kind of putting a bit on the line here by doing this? Because it's not just, is it a big game, but you're now approaching it in an unorthodox way by bringing in Martial, by bringing in Cavani, you drop in Ronaldo, you drop in Pogba.
No Maguire either.
No Maguire either, but that's not his fault. What do you reckon, Ronaldo? Is he taking a bit too big of a risk here?
I think the issue with the rest, the only argument against this rest thing with Ollie and the game against today, which is Everton at home, we've not been great at home in recent times. It's a team that's in a good run of form, even though they've got a couple of star players injured. You are resting your best players.
That's all right, Cam.
But what I'm saying is this is the last game before international weekend.
Yeah.
There's no midweek games.
No.
Players are probably obviously going to be travelling and playing with their foreign sides, but I guess it's a rest club-wise, just naturally.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe...
Well, don't some of these players have like 3 games to play? Certainly 2.
Yeah, but I feel like as a club manager, you shouldn't be asked about whether you resting your players to go play internationally. That's not really how it should be.
Is this the equivalent? Do you know when people tidy the house before they go on holiday? Is resting a player for international break the football equivalent of that? We're basically tidying Ronaldo up before he goes on holiday, aren't we?
Yeah.
I like this. No, it's getting a tan before you go on holiday. That's what he's doing. He's gone and got a tan.
Gone to the sunbed.
I need to get the first layer. That's what he's let Ronaldo go get a tan before he goes on holiday.
Sunbed, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. We're seeing a couple of highlights from the Villarreal game, and I think Wan-Bissaka to me I've always appreciated him, but I think just how good he is one-on-one, people forget how many holes and how many counterattacks and how many problems he stops before they can become real emergencies.
Yeah.
Because of how good he is at one-on-ones. I know sometimes his positioning when the ball's being crossed in from the other side can be questioned, but he's been playing with a number 9 essentially, Mason Greenwood, in front of him for 18 months. He's now playing with either Greenwood or Sancho in front of him. Sancho, again, he will get back occasionally, but he's not a Dan James, he's not a Marcus Rashford, he's not going to really help out.
Yeah.
We saw how much Dalot struggled against Villarreal. To me, I think Wan-Bissaka is almost essential in there now. Now that we've got these types of players in front of him, I think where you saw Dalot, and again, this happens to most fullbacks, getting squared up, and then the guy's knocking the ball past him and just beating him to it. When's the last time you saw that with Wan-Bissaka?
Impossible.
It's just left the game.
Dan Juma does not have nowhere near the gate, because it's almost Dan Juma is almost a tailor-made winger for Wan-Bissaka. He definitely would have. And it's just the complete opposite for Dalot. I think they kind of realised that from the beginning. People knew that Andrew was a star man coming in. He's been their best player so far this season. He bought him for 22 million from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Because he got like his big money move. And he played left wing, and then we realised that Aaron Wan-Bissaka was suspended. So I remember thinking, Dalot might have a bit of trouble against him, and he did. And you might even look at it and think, if Aaron Wan-Bissaka was playing, we might not have lost the game. Because I think like the goal was scored because
We won the game.
we
might not concede the goal.
We might not concede the goal. We did.
Yeah.
I know some people might have treated it like a loss because of the performance, but
Yeah, the performance was like we lost, but we did win.
But I think maybe we would have been a bit more comfortable
Yeah.
defensively. I think Dalot and Tellez made us a little bit more shakier at the back than we would have liked to have been. But yeah, maybe now we appreciate Wan-Bissaka. But it was his own fault with getting himself sent off the game
I'm
before.
not saying he got himself sent off just so we'd have to play a game without him and then really appreciate him. But I think Wan-Bissaka's
seen that on the screen.
Why did he put Rashford in?
Ronaldo's
is
it's his ideal starting
team,
11.
yeah.
This is Rio Ferdinand's ideal starting 11. No Sancho in that team.
Greenwood,
and also no Cavani, obviously.
No McTominay.
No McTominay, no Van der Beek. It's basically Rashford, Ronaldo, Greenwood as your front three. I mean, I can't argue too much with that, to be honest. I think that midfield would ship goals, though, personally. I think Wan-Bissaka's
Massively underrated.
Massively underrated. When we first came in, we were all just enamoured and sort of, we couldn't believe how good he was defensively, especially off the back of, no offence to Ashley Young, but he was a winger and a number 10 that turned into a fullback, that turned into a left back, that wasn't his game from being a kid. Aaron Wan-Bissaka came in, showed how incredible he was 1v1, one of the best in Europe, I still think he is. But then we started going, we need more. Now, I think he got 5 assists last season for Manchester United.
Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, which is, I think, in like 85th percentile for fullbacks. That's a very high amount of assists for a fullback. Sometimes he's a bit unorthodox. Sometimes he struggles to get past his man. Certain games he can be completely ineffective going forward.
Do you know what?
But he isn't terrible going forward, and I think that gets overplayed a little bit because we're so just content with him at the back. It's like you need to be world class going forward. I think he's a great left back, right back. Sorry.
I think it's just United tax, isn't it?
Do you think?
In the sense of when you're playing for Man United, you almost have to have no flaws to your game.
Yeah.
Or very few.
Sorry, 6 assists.
Yeah.
Even better.
And that's the reality of it, because you're playing for a club like United, you need to be bordering on world class. Obviously, you can have a few players that do their jobs brilliantly, but I think just the way that United play, the fullbacks almost need to be great going forward, and that's always been the case. And I think because Luke Shaw is kind of good going forward, especially the past 18 months on the other side, I think it's kind of just heightened people's view in the way they look at Wan-Bissaka and the way he goes forward and he struggles. I don't think he's a bit awkward looking. He's not great, but but he's actually not. He's not horrendous on the ball. Sometimes he's awkwardly good in terms of the way he can just drift past people.
Like,
I do notice
that. He has that Maguire thing about him,
yeah.
where he's like, sometimes you're like, what's going on? Oh, he's done the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're squinting.
Before you know it, he's gone past 2
and
people.
he's gone past him. You're like,
even when he got sent off though, he just didn't look arse. He was just looking. He's just like,
what's up?
Okay, what?
We've got a super chat. Excuse me, from Jamie Usher. What's that? It's like a twig in my mouth. What is that? It's just a bit of wood. You can't see that on camera, but it's something from a meal deal. It's just a little bit of branch. Jamie Usher, thank you for your super chat. Said, my question isn't how Martial got in over Ronaldo, because I expected him to be rested. It's how he got in over Lingard, who's been way better so far this season. I'll be honest, I can't really explain that. My only explanation for that is Lingard has proven himself to be so good off the bench. Maybe he doesn't want to lose that impact of Jesse's energy against tired legs later on.
You think he's got that? He's become that 6th man.
Do you think?
He's got that
in the
6th man
basketball.
role in that basketball.
Yeah. Weirdly, in basketball, for anyone who doesn't watch basketball, they literally have an award called 6th Man of the Year, which essentially translates to Sub of the Year, which is a very odd thing because it's like there's 5 players playing basketball, but you're the 6th best. And not only are you the 6th best, you're the first best, 6th best. And we're going to give you an award for it. It's like, it's a very odd thing, but he's almost become that, hasn't he? Like, you're the best 12th man in the league. Like, what?
Nah, it's almost like saying a 12th man in football. It's just the person that's the most productive and effective off the bench. And it's what's usually funny about the 6th man in basketball is that it's usually a player that's good enough to start. But it's just more like they're almost better suited to coming on and making an impact. And it's the same way in football. It's like they'll come on against the second unit and they'll be effective or whatever. It's the same way Lingard could come on in later in games against tired legs.
Yeah.
And he's got space and he can run.
Lingard yesterday, I don't know if you saw it, it was his sister's like 3rd birthday, so he didn't go to the Lowry Hotel. He was like, he was at home, like a massive.
So
like,
maybe that's part of it. Then.
So I think that's a factor.
Yeah, the preparation wasn't quite ideal. Fair enough. You got family as well. But
I like that. I can't like that though. He's putting his family first.
Yeah, and for instance, with the 6th man of the year in basketball, a lot of these players are averaging like 17, 18, 19, 20 points a game, which is as good as most starters. Like very good. That's like getting 15, 20 goals a season off the bench. Well, maybe not that much, but you know what I mean? It's like... that's
or not starting most games.
Yeah, not starting most games, still getting 15 goals.
To qualify as sixth man, you don't have to be off the bench the whole season.
No.
I think you just have to start less than half the games.
Yeah.
And that's it, you could qualify. But
It
is a very
she's his daughter, by
it's a
the
good
way.
comparison though between the two. I think that you do have 12 men in football.
Yeah, and I think some players, and again with Jesse, what are his best attributes? His energy, his runs in behind. I would say they're his best two attributes. Those two things are highlighted and amplified when you are playing against tired legs. Do you know what I mean? Either if you're playing, he's good in the counter attack because he's off the ball running is so good, and he's good. If you're playing for United, you don't get to counter attack so much against this, most teams because we have so much of the ball. But against tired legs, you have that space. You have that. You can catch someone off guard with his movement. I think so. Maybe it does work a little bit better off the bench.
Sorry, I just got distracted by a little montage of Dirk Kuyt scoring against United.
Did you see what he said about Sheriff the other week?
Who?
He's like,
Dirk Kuyt?
teams like Sheriff shouldn't be in the Champions League, and now they're top of the group.
Nah,
and
but
they beat Real Madrid at
it's
the
annoying.
Bernabeu.
No, it's annoying because I think Dirk Kuyt was a bit of a childhood ruiner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
He was
was.
such an average player and he used to score against United every game.
time.
I was speaking of Rafa. Well, not speaking of Rafa Benitez, but we saw that because it was a montage of Benitez, wasn't it? I went on Talk Sport the other night, and the Everton fan was asked about, Rafa Benitez obviously got that rivalry with United. That must be weird as an Everton fan, that your manager has got a rivalry with another club because he used to manage your biggest
rivals.
rival.
Yeah.
That's like shagging your brother's missus and being like, oh, one of his brother's old mates don't like you, does he? It's like, you can't take old rivalries from a club that is the opposite. Like, they hate Liverpool.
I know.
Everton fans hate Liverpool. He's not allowed to bring his old Liverpool rivalries with him to Everton, is he? And be like, we don't like United anymore because I used to manage Liverpool. He's like, we know you used to manage Liverpool. We're trying to forget it. I don't like
Even
that.
bringing it up.
Yeah, do you think he's got, like Benitez has got this extra sort of concern, this extra rivalry because it is United? Or does he have to park that out the door because, United and Everton, obviously, there's that location.
Yeah,
but
that's
there's no
the
real
thing.
rivalry
There's no
there, is
rivalry
there?
whatsoever between United and
exactly.
Everton.
So, like, do you think he can be like, come on, it's United. You know I hate United. It's like, yeah, but we don't. You hate him because you used to go out with our worst enemy over there. Oh, yeah, shit, I forgot about that. Can we get the team back on the screen? I mean, can we get someone back in the room or something? I just looked up and no one's in here. I don't know what's going on. We'll get the
have they
team back
got-
on the screen in a minute.
Have they got is Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin not even on the bench?
Let me just find out. If we could just get United's team back on the screen, Cam, that'd be good. Thank you. Let me have a look at Everton's team and bench more specifically. How many followers do you think Everton have got on Twitter?
800k.
We're doing this Price is Right style, so you can go over, you bust.
2 million.
Wow, great guess. 2.5 million, well done, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
You've earned a toffee.
A meal
Would you
deal.
like a toffee?
Can I have a toffee, please?
I ain't got any toffees on me, but next time.
Oh,
I've got
so you're a
something
liar.
for you. I'm not a liar. You've earned a toffee. I didn't say it was now, did I? Right, let's go through Everton's lineup again. You can see United's on the screen there. Everton's lineup is Pickford, Godfrey, Dinio's their captain. Is he their club captain? Or is it Seamus Coleman? But he's
No, I
always
think
Coleman.
Seamus Coleman.
Mina.
Dingy's captain.
Yeah, he's captain today.
Interesting.
Yerry Mina and Michael Keane, almost said Will Keane. Alan Doucouré, and then you've got Gordon in there as well. And then it's Townsend, Demarai Gray, and Salomon Rondon.
Don't say Damari.
Why? How's it meant to be? Go on.
It's Damari, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Demarai.
Damari.
Yeah.
But it's got an AI at the end, like an I.
I think that was just for
Style.
style.
Okay, Damari Gray.
I mean, just to be different.
with-
None of them on the bench, though, are they?
And then the bench, we've got Begovic, Asamir, of course. He went bald quick, by the way.
Begovic.
Last time I was watching him, he had a nice curly set of hair. Saw him a few weeks ago, bald. Where's that come from?
He's feel like he's been around forever.
I think
he's not even that old.
I think that's called a haircut.
No, it's not a haircut. He's lost all his hair. Look.
That's what happens when you get your haircut.
No, you telling me that? Wait, you telling me that's a haircut, or is that God cutting his hair without him asking?
Well, let's keep.
Well, he won't let me click on that picture like it's some sort of banned picture. But that is a bald man.
A bald
Yeah,
man.
can we agree on that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that is a.
It's very thin.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's bald now. They've got
Got Sean DeCurry, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a good player. They've got Lonergan, Kenny, Holgate, Branthwaite, which is nice. Bamin, who's been injured for about
very-
3 seasons.
Yes.
Do you remember he came
Has
in?
he
Was
even
it from
made
the
the
Bundesliga? He's played like 4 games and has been injured for 2 years. Davies, Whittaker, and Dobbin as well.
It's a very average bench.
Yes, they're clearly without a lot of their best players, aren't they? That Jean-Philippe Gbamin, he was meant to be a very highly rated player, wasn't he, when he came over from
Who's that?
Mainz? What? Who?
Jean-Philippe.
Gbamin is a defensive midfielder. He used to play at Mainz. He came over in 2019. That is 2 years ago. He's played 3 league games for them because he's been injured all the time, which is upsetting for him, actually.
What's actually been wrong with him?
Let's see. He was ruled out for 8 weeks when he first got there with a thigh injury. When it was this was in August 2019. It was then announced that he'd be out until January 2020 after having surgery on the thigh injury. But in January, he suffered a further setback when additional surgery would keep him out to the end of the season. In May, he injured his Achilles tendon in training, which estimated would keep him out till November. This is 2020. Everton manager Carlo Ancelotti stated in an interview in January 2021 that he would be hopeful to have him back as soon as possible, but stressed patience.
He hates it here.
Yeah. Here we go. This is good. On April the 5th, 2021, Gbamin came on as a sub for James Rodriguez in Everton's 1-1 home league draw against Crystal Palace, making his first appearance for the club since August 2019 due to injury. But a week later, he was sidelined following the injury. So he's back in the squad, which is good for him.
Yep.
Because even though, obviously...
What does that mean, Joe?
What does what mean?
Oratory.
Oratory is oral. Speak something he said? Oratory?
Oratory.
I think it's like a...
Ollie's oratory.
They're just trying to get the alliteration in, weren't they?
Oh, maybe not. It's a place of worship.
So it's Old Trafford, Ollie's place of worship.
Interesting.
I thought an orator was a public speaker, especially one who's eloquent or skilled. But an oratory is the rationale and practice of persuasive public speaking. Okay, so it is that then. Cool. There you go.
Learn something new every day.
Bit of public speaking. I love on Twitter, by the way. Here's what's trending. He's 36. Like it's the opposite of that Michael Owen video, isn't it? Well done, Ollie. He's 36. So you've given him a rest. Let us know what you think on this team. Ollie playing them with history. What does that mean? Anyone know? Eloquent or rhetorical language?
Last games.
Potentially.
Eloquent or rhetorical language.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to say, because eloquent language and rhetorical language seem like two very different things.
Well, I think rhetoric is different to necessarily like a rhetorical question, isn't it? Rhetoric is... Let's not get into it.
Rhetoric.
Someone's saying our bench is
Isn't
quite
that just
good.
an opinion, like a point of
Here's
view?
the thing. I know 85% of what these words mean, but I don't know enough to answer deep questions that you're giving me here. So I can give you the rough outlines, but if you want to dive in, you're going to have to get yourself a dictionary. That bench is good, isn't it? That's one good thing. Occasionally this season, when Cavani's been injured, when Rashford's been injured, who I want to talk about in a second, we've sort of struggled for options off the bench. It's kind of been Lingard or bust a little bit. Yeah. Now we've got, Matic, who's been used quite effectively as a sub in recent weeks, got the assist last week against West Ham, or the week before against West Ham. You've got Lingard, who's been brilliant off the bench. You've got Sancho, you've got Ronaldo and Pogba. There's proper options on the bench now, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm very surprised he's not playing Pogba. But again,
talk about that in a sec.
This is probably with he's making a statement after Wednesday to Saturday early kickoff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Matic is a very good sub off the bench. Personally, he brings that calm head. His passing is fantastic, I think, and he just brings a calmness to the game. And he always seems to, if we say we're drawing or something, we seem to drop into like a 3 at the back. And we push the wing backs up, and Matic basically sits and just is the anchor, and just fires the balls around. And I think he's miles better at doing that than Fred. And for me, McTominay, like last week, he looked. I know he's come back from injury, and I love McTominay, but he seems like he's hiding in the matches a little bit and doesn't seem to get involved.
Yeah, when he was playing as that lone 6
on Wednesday,
when I know it's obviously not the same role, but when Paul Scholes used to play deep. He's dropping in between players. He's taking a touch. He's spinning. He's going into space again. McTominay tended to be a bit of a passenger when we were on the ball a little bit. He doesn't show for the ball. I know he's not a ball playing number 6. I know that's not his role, but he couldn't quite alleviate that pressure with those small passes, with that movement in and around their attack and midfield, like you would want from a number 6. So that was more where was it Ashley Young who was saying we don't have a Carrick type player.
I think so.
Was it him? I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the issue is we play a 4-2-3-1 formation. The two midfielders at the midfield pivot are basically invariably deep liers. Like generally it's 2 6s, maybe one's a little bit more 8ish, but it's 2 6s. And they're both, McTominay and Fred are both not suited to the role, but they're kind of the only ones we have.
Yeah.
If you look at it positionally, I think Matic is literally the only player in the squad that is a natural number 6.
Yeah.
And that is the problem. You've got McTominay, who's much more of an 8.
We've known this for the whole season, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We've got Pogba, who's definitely much more of a 10/8 type of player. You've got Van der Beek, which is pretty much in the same, more of a 10, at a push an 8. And then you've got Fred, who's would like to call himself a centre middle number 6, but he's definitely not good enough to be described as one. Because people talk about his work rate and his defensive work. I think he's not even that great defensively either. I think he gets caught out a lot. I think players run past him. And I've seen him get blitzed on recovery runs on transition a couple of times this season already. And that's a problem. So the only natural deep line midfielder number 6 you've got in a team is an old man in Matic where his legs are gone, then that's where your worry is. Even though in the little cameos that Matic has played a couple of times this season, he looks very good. And I think the reason why he does look very good is because he's more natural in that position.
Yeah.
And it might just kind of signify how bad the other two are.
What does it say that Pogba's not playing? Because to me, whilst I know the assist, the assist numbers have been astonishing. Was it 7 already?
7, yeah.
I think that was after 4 games as well. I think when he's played deep, when he's played in that 6 role, our midfield struggles when we lose the ball. He doesn't track back enough.
No.
His work rate doesn't seem to be there. Maybe he's still not fully fit at the start of the season. Maybe he's never really been that bothered about tracking back. That's not the best part of his game, so maybe he doesn't love doing it. But I just worry that when Rashford comes back, and he's looking close to coming back now, he's back in full training, he's going to have 2 weeks with the international break to really sort of cement his fitness. I worry where Paul Pogba fits in this team. And not because he's not good enough to start, but when you look at balance, when you look at personnel, Paul Pogba in the 6 against a lot of teams leaves us with a lot of problems, I think, defensively. I mean, obviously, I think I would have picked him over Martial today. But looking forward a little bit, do we think Pogba might become a bit more of a rotation piece rather than the first name on the team sheet?
That's the problem. He's been played as in the left over 3, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Because of his...
Well, he has, but then against Newcastle, he was deep with Matic, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He played,
that's what people have said, but the issue is you would have liked a player like Pogba to be able to play there against anyone and everyone, but because of his play style and his nature, he's not really suited to play in that role against big teams, which is the problem. And then... So he's been kind of accommodated to play in this kind of left wing role, which has worked some instances but hasn't worked in some. When you've got the likes of Rashford to come back, you've got Greenwood, you've got Sancho, you've got all these players that can play out in that area.
Just to stop you there, am I allowed to call him Sancho? Or is that because you've met him? Is that because you know him? Can I say that?
Can I finish?
I know, but I just want to know. I just want to know the ground rules.
You can call him that if you want.
I know, but
right.
you say that because you know him?
If Jadon Sancho plays left wing,
don't do that.
Ruined it now.
Greenwood.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have drawn attention to it. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
No, but it's just like, where does Pogba then fit in when you've got all our forward players fit? Is what I'm asking.
What do you think? Because I think Rashford is arguably United's second most important player behind Bruno in terms of going forward.
And Ronaldo. We've got
but I mean, from last season, Ronaldo's only played 5 games,
But I think with Pogba on the left, obviously it shows it's been effective, but it makes us narrower because he wants to play more in the middle. Like he's not going to hang on the wing like Greenwood would or Sancho or Rashford. Even though Rashford comes in a little bit, but he's fast, but he's not like got the pace to go and take someone on. He wants to take people on and ping the ball across so that's when Luke Shaw overlaps. But that's when it leaves us that hole where Shaw hasn't been getting back as much because Shaw's playing more as the wider wing back role. So it's mean there's positive and negatives about it, but I think as you say when Rashford comes back, it is Rashford's position and he's going back in that spot. So Paul needs to fit in somewhere else, and I don't think it is in the holding positions because he loses the ball quite a lot in there as well.
Does. And he so when he's at his best, he plays the ball quickly and he gets the ball and he turns and he finds a man. When he's at his worst, I feel like sometimes he wants to battle someone physically before he releases the ball. He's like, right, I've got the ball. Someone's going to want me. I'm going to beat, not just going to skin you. I'm going to like push you out the way.
Which is useful when we're up the pitch.
Yeah,
but when he's doing it outside the box, how many times has he lost the ball?
He tries to like pin them.
Yeah, he loves it, doesn't he? He loves it physically.
He is massive, so
Yeah.
he just leans on them, doesn't he? And I'm going to take you on, then again, take you on again.
Yeah, and sometimes though, when there's two people pressing him, he pushes one out of the way and the other one just takes the ball. Sammy Avama says, wonder where Donny is going to spit his chewing gum today, and he guesses, hopefully into a little bit of...
Rafa's bald head.
Yeah, just into a bit of tin foil or something from the inside of the chewing gum packet and into his pocket. Because it's littering, isn't it?
Yeah, it's littering otherwise, or in a bin.
Yeah, and they've got them things at Old Trafford where it's a little bit of like a little muffin paper. Do you know when you cook muffins in an oven? One of them, greaseproof paper at the top of a bin. You can just stick your chewing gum on that. Use that if you want.
Apparently, the bit's just full of chewing gum from when like Phelan's there popping his chewing gums in. Apparently, it's just chewing gum everywhere.
On the floor? Is it really?
Yeah.
I like that. You'd probably see that if you went on the tour, actually. I've not been on the tour for quite a number of years. David De Gea.
That was the best save of the evening, that one.
Yeah, that one was
Back
great.
on form, Ronaldo. Did you expect this?
Listen.
Come on.
I've always been in David De Gea's corner.
Have you?
Yes.
Easy to say
Even
now.
in it, I've always been De Gea over Henderson anyway.
Yep.
I thought people were too quick to be down on him, especially with some of the absolutely phenomenal years that he's given United.
Yeah.
I think he was kind of owed an opportunity to get himself back into form and go back to the vintage keeper that we know he can be. I think people just call him for his head or whatever. It felt a little bit ungrateful to me. But I feel like there was a few seasons where he's actually won us several points throughout the course of a season.
100%.
And I think we did appreciate... multiple seasons.
He's been our player of the year. How many times?
Was it 4?
Is it that many?
Ridiculous, yeah. Let's have a look.
Under the Van Gaal times, he was our best player.
Yeah, he's got 4. So, yeah, he's been our best player since Fergie, I think, overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Pogba situation annoys me. Just quickly before we move on from that full 8, when Rashford comes back, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's back at left wing, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Do you think there's any chance that he has to fight for that? I mean, obviously
He
has to
might
prove
have a
himself,
couple games, or maybe a game where he might have to be on the bench just to ease himself back in, especially if he won't be up to speed and his sharpness. But I think when it comes down to it, a fully fit Rashford starts every game.
Yeah.
And that naturally goes beyond even performance. It's just kind of the kind of cachet he carries. Do you know what I mean? As he in terms of United player.
And another thing actually to ask you about, obviously your history. I mean, you play football now at good standard. You know a lot of players that have gone on to be professional players. You know the sort of the world of that kind of thing. Do you know when people talk about like his injuries and stuff, and a lot of that gets, some of that gets put on Ollie, some of that gets put on him, some of that gets, whatever. Do you think that there's a chance that some players just have more injuries that they have to play through during their career than others? Like some players will go through their career where they'll get a hamstring injury here, come back, it'll recover, they'll come back, they'll be all right. Some players though, their toe's bad, they've got a twisted ankle, they've got a bit of a bad back, and they have to play through those injuries most games of their career. Do you sort of blame Ollie for, not blame him, but the back thing was a big one, wasn't it? When he came up against Wolves in the FA Cup and he had a fracture in his back. Or do you think that maybe Marcus is just the sort of player that might have a few more injuries than other players do, and he just has to deal with them?
I think it's partly down to his importance to the club, his importance to the team. Regardless of what people say about some of his end product, even though he has had good returns, goals and assists in the past year or so, this is a guy that there's a massive difference to the way United look when he doesn't play, from like an energy and kind of speed and just tempo standpoint. And I think that's what he brings, and he's important. And I think this spell where you don't have the likes of Rashford makes you realise how good and important he is, because he is going to add a whole lot when he comes back. And I think with the injury thing, you could put it down to Ollie not giving him enough rest. But then again, Rashford just seems like the type of person that wants to play every game if he can.
I think
that's just him. He loves football. He wants to play every game.
Yeah. I mean, we worked him to the ground, though, didn't we? We were playing every single match, every minute with an injury. So I think it's exciting to see if he is done for this whole recovery. If he's fresh as he is saying he is, then We've not had a fully fit Rashford for what, 18 months?
Yeah, how long's he been out for now? Since was it August he had the
He
operation?
had his operation after 2 weeks after the Euros, wasn't it?
So end of July then.
But he didn't really play much in the Euros.
No, so he's basically had what 3 months off,
Yeah.
2 months
Yeah.
off, 2 and a bit months.
Something along them lines. He's had it quite a bit, and you
Yeah.
got to think he didn't even play that much in Euros, did he?
No, exactly. So hopefully that that sort of those peripheral injuries, that back issue that he had, that ankle issue that he had, hopefully they'll be either fully fit or to a point where they're as good as they're going to be.
There's always that risk, though, innit? Burnout. He's had a young start.
But it's good now, though, because we can, you're saying about Pogba, where's he going to play? We can, like City do it a lot, rotating different players, resting players, so that we don't have this situation of like Ronaldo. If we played him too much and he got injured, we'd be slating Ollie, wouldn't we? Like, why is he not resting him? Why is he not resting him? So like Cavani mixing these players in, giving people rest, so then when they do come on, they're fully fit, fully ready, and then you can change it about, and then also we become unpredictable as well. You don't know what we're going to play, because we did become quite predictable. Like you could predict the team quite easily last year, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So like with that bench, we've got a strong bench. Different players can come in and still do the job, which is what Ollie wants, I think. So we get less injuries.
Do you want to?
Wait.
What?
Have you not seen the formation that's been put in the chat by Michael Fagan?
Go on then. Well, go on then, read it.
3-6-1.
So what's that mean then? How many numbers even is that? That is right. That is right. That is 10, and then you got your goalie.
Yeah, it's 3-6-1. It's just an interesting one.
Is this what he wants to see? Is it? 'Cause he's got Maguire in. So De Gea, Maguire, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, as you right said about. So this is the 6. Van der Beek, Pogba, McTominay. Wait, Rashford.
McSauce and Fred, isn't it?
Rashford. Wait, you just put all Fred, etc. You can't pick a lineup that's got etc. in it. You've got to pick the actual players. Ronaldo, it is Manchester United lineup today. Number 6, etc. Just do Everton's up in that position. We don't mind. It's going to be someone, surely.
We haven't quite decided yet.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
TBC.
Yeah. Left wing has got Rashford, then Sancho, Bruno at Cam, and Ronaldo at the 10. The 9. Yeah, good work, but I can't see us playing.
Yeah, I know. Do you not want to hear from you though, Joe?
What?
I want to know what your prediction is.
My prediction. That's a great question, Ronaldo. Thank you very much for that. Do you know what?
Because you asked a lot of questions.
Honestly,
I want to hear your opinion.
The question master.
Honestly, do you know what? Sometimes people forget about me.
Yeah.
People forget to ask me questions. How do I feel? So thanks, actually. I feel like this, to me, I think I don't know if it's because I'm a bit of a contrarian with things, or I have a tendency towards that in certain situations. When United put out the best lineup, this is what the fans wanted, your 4-3-3, all the players, I think we're going to lose. I see this lineup today and see the reaction to Martial starting and see...
I think he's going to score, actually.
I think Martial's going to get a goal and I think we're going to win. I think we're going to win quite comfortably. I think it'll be 3-1 United. That's my prediction.
In a weird sense.
But at the same sense, obviously I could see another game where we look poor, we're slow, we're disjointed like we have been for the last few weeks. I could see that as well. I've just got a feeling we're going to do them. What do you think, Ronaldo?
Do you know what? I think in a weird way, if I'm looking at the way Everton's set up and the way they play, it could suit us if we are clinical, because Everton do give teams chances. They are quite expansive when they go forward and they aren't afraid to attack in numbers. It's just a situation where we're clinical enough and we're incisive enough on the day. I think if we have one of those games where I feel like we either swing one way or the other. We either miss our chances or we're really hyper clinical where we seem to score every time we shoot on goal.
Yeah.
Depends what Pickford we get.
Yeah, Pickford. I'm glad you mentioned him because I think he's shocking.
Get your comments. Get your predictions in the comments as well. You don't like Pickford?
I don't like Pickford.
Why? Well, actually, let Alex give his prediction first. Get yours in the comments. We'll go through some of those. Did you say he's a liar?
He might be a liar, but I just said he was a liability.
Oh, I thought he's like,
he's a liar as well.
I thought you meant he's a liar, isn't he? Yeah. Like we all know he's a liar. Like he's done something to you. Isaac Hopson with the super chat says, Joe's saying we might win, but we might lose. Cheers. I'm predicting we'll win. But what I'm saying is, I'm not ruling out the fact that we'll look how we have done recently and it might be poor. But I think we're going to win. I'm going 3-1. Go on.
I'm also going to say 3-1, but in a lot different game. I think it'll be. I think they'll take the lead. Demarai Gray.
Fuck off.
And then 1-1. I think we'll be struggling. We'll have to bring Ronaldo on. It's about an hour.
It's very detailed.
And then
This is detail.
we'll go 2-1 up, and then Martial to make it 3-1. Actually, no, Martial isn't playing 90 minutes.
Charlie C here, 3-1 from behind, like
Yeah.
you said. Who else we got? 2-1 late goal from Lingard. That's according to Niall O'Hara. Kim Swoo, 2-1 United. FIFA
going.
Club Goal says 1-1 from behind as usual. And Moazam Faisal says, today's lineup has no creativity. I think that's unfair. Bruno Fernandes got like 48 goals and assists last season.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to say we've got no creativity. Mason Greenwood, 3 goals already this
Mr.
season.
Movement up front.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we're going to score 10 goals, but it's unfair to say a man with 350 career goals playing as a striker doesn't bring creativity.
Still don't like 2 holding midfielders though at home. I
No.
don't think we should be playing that.
But here's the question for you: when's the last time United played or didn't play 2 holding midfielders and looked good defensively? Because even against Newcastle with
good
Pogba
question.
and Matic, we looked shaky. I know we conceded 1.
Didn't
And I
watch the
think
start.
I think generally we were pretty good in that game.
we never
but-
really tried
I'm
it.
dying for the cubicle.
Go to the
Cubicle
toilet.
break.
Go to the toilet. Jesus. Go
to
back
school.
from here. Do you need it as well?
No, my
You
bladder-
go as well. Put the camera on me.
No.
I'll do some of my slam poetry that I've been waiting to
My
do.
bladder's not what it once was.
What did it used to be? It used to be a big what?
Better functioning.
It used to be better functioning. My bladder's not what it used to be. It used to be a backpack.
Rafa putting his mask on.
Rafa putting his mask on to walk down the touchline. I think that's more of a symbolic thing at this point because there was no one within about 5 metres of him there, was there? Even if he coughed and he had COVID, no one else could catch it. Stano, which is a cool name, says 3-0. Yeah. Hugh Ramage says when Ferguson was in charge was the last time that we looked good defensively without playing 2 holding players. Joe Go says Martial will be a huge disappointment. Alex, is this, and we keep saying this, which makes me think it won't be, but is this his last chance, Martial?
He's had a lot for me. He's had too many last chances, but yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think almost putting him in the shop window for January. I think we need to sell him. We've got, as I say, Lingard's better than him. Sancho's better than him out there. We've got Rashford coming back. Ronaldo can play out there. If we can get 25 mil for him, then I think we're laughing and go, yeah, thank you very much. But I mean, I think he'd be good. I think he would be good in the French league or in Europe.
Bundesliga or something.
Bundesliga, yeah. But he doesn't look like he enjoys playing football. He doesn't. He never tracks back. He just never presses. He never makes it. Like even when he started up front, he wasn't making any runs into the box. He was just strolling around, and it's just he never does enough for me to start. So, do you think it's his last chance?
The thing is, whether I think it should be or whether I think it is are 2 different things. I think it probably should be. At some point, you have to start playing well, or you just don't get to keep playing. But I don't think it will because I thought the last one was. Just so you know, the TV's gone off. Chatty boys, can we get it back on, please? The TV. Okay, well, the game's not on, so can we try and get the game on? Thank you.
That's what we're here for.
NoCom Gameplays says, what do you make of the reports that Ronaldo spoke to Ole about their play style and is now dropped to the bench? It seems convenient that he just scored a 95th minute winner 3 days ago. He's 36 and he just gets dropped to the bench because of a comment about play style. To me, what makes the most sense, especially if we have unsubstantiated rumours, is that he's being rested because he's being rested because he needs some rest because he's 36.
Yeah, and also you're saying about your tidying the house before you go away. I think he's going to play all the games for Portugal as well.
Exactly.
So we're gone right. Well, we've got Cavani. He's good. At, he's not a bad second replacement, is he?
Exactly. Yeah, Gregory Cooper says, big up lads, always love the content, come on United. Thank you very much, Gregory.
Thank you.
There's another one. Mark Ashman says, I've got a bad feeling this afternoon, 2-2 draw. One good thing, Ronaldo Brown isn't playing against League Town. Yeah, we need to ask him about that because Ronaldo plays for a semi-pro football team. I think it's semi-pro. I think that's what the level's called. But he's not here right now, so we'll have to ask him. One thing I am a little bit surprised about, when you look at the Ronaldo stuff, when you talk about Ronaldo, when a player of his magnitude being dropped, most of, not all of, obviously, most of the reaction to that I've seen online is largely understanding.
Yeah.
Which to me, I was expecting, what the fuck, Chris, you don't drop him. The biggest criticizer of it I've seen is Stephen Howson. Are you surprised, Ronaldo, that a lot of the reaction to Ronaldo being dropped, your namesake, is...
Not my namesake. I'm not called Cristiano.
You both got the name Ronaldo, so it is your namesake.
Oh yeah.
The most of the reaction to him being dropped is largely understanding of it. Does that surprise you?
Not really, because as I said, I feel like a lot of United fans had the kind of common sense approach, as I said to begin with, that he wasn't going to play every game. And if you look at it, he played it would have been 3 games in a week for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a little bit tasking on a 36-year-old man. It's a long season, as you said. You spoke about the number of games that United might end up playing. Obviously, we're out of the FL Cup, so maybe a few less. But you got to be clever with it, and we've got enough depth up front to be able to deal with Ronaldo not starting a game. So I'm not too worried about that. You have Cavani, and as you said, believe it or not, if you're looking at the last 10 years, I know that Ronaldo and Messi have been in a universe of their own. If you're looking at the tier below that,
the
likes of
your Lewandowski,
Suarez, Cavani, Cavani's right up there.
Yeah.
So people need to realise we've still got. He's bordering. He's still got world class cachet, Cavani as an option, and you see him today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. The game's about to kick off. I mean, I'm quite nervous, to be honest.
Thought you were confident.
I'm nervous. No, I'm nervous before every game. I've got a feeling we'll win, but I'm not.
If you're not nervous,
I'm not so delusional to think we've won.
If you're not nervous,
we're going to win 5-0.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not nervous, you're not ready. Quest of Chris, which is good. Still trying to find himself, which I like, that internal reflection piece. Martial is a top defender, great goal stopper. Not quite sure what that means. But thank you, Chris. Keep on that quest. Maybe look at where Martial plays as a player. I don't know what's happened there. But Martial is a great defender, top goal stopper. Maybe he thinks he's a goalkeeper.
Maybe.
Yeah. Interesting. I love that. Thanks, Chris. Actually, it might not even be Chris. That might just be someone who's trying to find Chris.
And the quest of Chris.
We're all really trying to find our inner Chris, aren't we? The game is kicked off then. The back four fills me with a bit more hope.
A centre-half wearing gloves. Is that Varane in gloves?
Yeah. Ooh. Come on, mate. You big softy. I know you've won 4 Champions Leagues, but get them thermals off. It's not even cold.
I know.
That's my problem.
Martial's back with his
short
short sleeve
12
gloves.
degrees? Yeah, Martial's got short sleeves on.
But that's when he turns up, though.
Yeah. Do you remember when he shaved his head at the start of the season? Everyone was like, he's back. And then he
does it every time.
And then he was
No, but isn't
back.
Martial usually head of the short sleeve gloves brigade? He's got gloves on. Yeah,
he's got short sleeves.
He means business.
He loves short sleeves.
He means business.
Yeah, he absolutely loves it. Speaking of
tough against Godfrey though.
Yeah,
it
is. Speaking of playing football, were you meant to be playing against Leek Town today? Is it Leek?
Yeah, I was.
Who do you play for? Are you allowed to disclose that on here?
It's common knowledge.
Go on then. I didn't know if it was. I assumed it was. I mean, it's public, so it can't be that hidden. Who do you play for?
I play for.
Come on.
You know when a joke's not going, it's not on the tip of your tongue.
You don't know who to play for?
Bottom.
Rams bottom.
Yeah. But 2 Ronaldos have been dropped.
Two Ronaldos have been dropped today, and he's not even on the bench. Was it because you had a word with the manager about your play style? That's what the rumour is about your Ronaldo, apparently. Or is it because you're 36 and you played midweek?
It's because I started in a 5-0 loss last week. That's why.
That's what it is. That sounds more like it.
This truth comes out.
He didn't cover himself in glory and has been dropped not only to the bench but to the Watchalong. So thank you very much. We'll grab anyone who's dropped from that Rams bottom team and stick them on a Watchalong. No, that's not true. Go on, Aaron.
Oh shit!
Nice. This is good little interplay here from Wan-Bissaka and Greenwood. Just got closed out, but that's good from McTominay. See, what we've done, we've tended to have these like lightning first 2 or 3 minutes. We were like full of energy, and then we just sit back and get shit as the game goes on. What's that?
And then people think they suss us out, and then because they're not with the 2 holding midfielders, they're just not. The passes don't get fired through fast enough. And
yeah, neither of them are particularly great on the ball. Are they?
No.
McTominay slightly better than Fred.
Fred can't put a pass Any form that's further than 5 yards, Fred's passes in the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Fred can't drill a pass
Go
on
on,
the ground.
go on, go on.
Oh, Luke Shaw and Maguire, not Maguire.
Bruno.
Fernandez with a little end to play. I'm getting Martial and Maguire.
Martial's the same.
Great goal stopper. That's one of my favourite super chats we've ever had. That. Let me just read it again. Quest of Chris, which again I love that name. Sounds like somewhere between like Dungeons and Dragons and like an early 2000s pop punk band. You can imagine, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Quest of Chris, and it's just one lad called Chris. Martial, and this was a super chat, so he paid £2 for this. Martial is a top defender, great goal stopper. I absolutely love that because goal stopper is one of those. Do you know when you hear those like fake parody American accounts where they're talking about goalkeepers? Hey man, great goal stopper, Tim Howard's. Like, I love everything about that. I don't know.
I
if
thought
it's
you
a
was going to
joke.
be like, okay, netball positions.
I don't. Yeah, it actually goaltender and goal stopper does sound like netball positions, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Oh my god.
Goaltender.
Goaltender.
He's a goaltender?
I like that because it gets the word tender in there, which is one of the sexiest words, and yet at the same time, couldn't be less sexy. Interesting, that isn't it?
Oxymoron.
Tender. It's a bit gross. Like underneath a blister's tender, but then also the kiss of a mother. So very interesting, isn't it?
So basically-
Martial on the ball. Oh, it's a lovely
So
little
it's
dummy
subjective.
from Fred. It's subjective. Yeah, it can go either way. That one. Like the word moist. People have a real problem with the word moist, don't they?
Yeah.
I think it's performative when people pretend that they've got a problem with the word moist. Just enjoy it.
It's negative.
Do you think it's negative?
Just enjoy it, man.
Just enjoy the moisture, man. Is it rather moist day? Go on then.
Go on then.
Oh.
Go on then.
That's when Wan-Bissaka looks slightly
Eddie
cumbersome,
Hearn,
isn't
go
it?
on.
Did you watch the Joshua fight last weekend?
Yeah, I did.
I did.
What do you think? I know it's a week old news, this, but it just reminded me when you said Eddie Hearn.
Joshua lost.
No, I didn't say what was the result. I said, what did you think?
Oh.
Like, we're doing the review later. Man United 2, Everton 1. What did you think, Ronaldo? United 1. Thanks, Ronaldo. No, what did you think of the fight?
I'd be right, though, wouldn't I?
You would be right, yeah. That's a good point, yeah. Unfortunately, the people at home expect slightly more entertainment than just repeating the scoreline. Come on, Ronaldo. What do you think?
I believe Joshua was just outboxed, right?
Yeah. Were you expecting that?
I was.
I
you watch it as well?
expected Joshua to go in there with the knowledge that he couldn't outbox Usyk.
Yeah, that was my thinking. I
felt like he went in there and tried to match him.
It's like he tried to do
Weird.
the thing that was the hardest way for him to win.
And I think that is down to his corner and down to an ego thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe Joshua thinks he's a better boxer than
Definitely.
he is.
And Tyson would.
I don't think he
wipe
wants
the
to.
floor with him.
I don't think he wants to have that label of just being a big, strong,
Oh, brilliant
brawler.
Wan-Bissaka. Great cross as well.
Go on,
Martial!
Tony.
Oh!
This is what he would have scored that if he had his hair.
He needed that grippage.
Yeah, that's slid off.
He needed
The
grippage.
See, that's what I mean. Wan-Bissaka's awkward
brilliant.
dribbling and it works.
Yeah.
Told you it's
And
the
a great
gloves.
cross as well.
He needed grippage. He got slippage. Do you know what he's actually done here? I don't know if this is
It
because
slips
he's
off
not
his head,
played.
doesn't it?
He's ran to the wrong spot to head that. He's behind it. He's got the time to get where he wants to, and I think he runs too far forward. It's above him by the time it gets to him.
Not gonna lie, there was absolutely no reaction from Ronaldo on the bench. He looks pissed.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, he looks pissed.
Shit. He'd have scored. Well, they won't be playing there, would he? I thought he looked good the other day, actually, when he went out wide and Cavani played up through the middle. I think we could see that. The only thing is it does require a bit more pressing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
we know
maybe-
we can't do that.
Yeah.
And tracking.
Can't be asked to do that, one of the two.
Might be a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Two things
I
can be
think
true.
that's Ronaldo's a luxury player that he won't do that much when we haven't got the ball.
Yeah.
And
But the luxury is he scores every game he
that's what I mean.
plays.
You can't take him off, can you?
No, exactly. But the thing with this team is, like, if we had a team that...
That's a good challenge.
Good tackle, that.
If we had a team that was...
I love that captain. I love that he's the captain.
Bruno.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my captain.
Oh, that's nice. If we had a
It
team
was a
that...
foul. That was a foul.
If we had a team
That was moist.
was brilliant defensively, that was moist. Loads of moisture popped above the turn. Then having Ronaldo in the team would almost be like, we've won. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we were great defensively. But his one goal a game, we are more than capable of negating that by conceding 2 against almost anyone, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I think sometimes we do need to
Exactly.
maybe rotate a little bit. Fred on the ball. That's a nice pass, but like you said, actually, sorry,
Is it a nice pass?
It was an attempt at a pass. It was pure garbage. That was
had the
only a
idea.
20-yard pass as well, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the centre circle where he's passed it from,
Yeah.
and it was like
Yeah.
45 yards out. It's incredible, isn't it? Go on, lad. Yes, that's it.
Go on, Tony.
Go on, Tony, do a bit. I'd love him to just proper drive at everyone whenever he gets the ball. Nice little overlap. Corner ball to United.
Look how this is what I'm talking about. Look how much more natural Martial looks out wide on the left rather than up front.
Do you like?
He just much more. I know he's not been great, but it's just much more to his strengths. I feel like at this level in football, you just need to play to your strengths and what you're good at. Don't want to be what's fashionable. Not trying to be what you feel like is quirky in terms of being a striker or whatever.
Yeah, it's more cool.
If you're
to be
a winger,
striker.
if you're a winger, embrace it. Martial is quite clearly a winger.
I wonder if the time he really sort of pushed to be a striker was when he had
Go on, Ace.
Mason Greenwood across. The time he really pushed to be a striker, the rumours were coming out when he had Rashford and Sanchez ahead of him on that left hand side. I wonder if it was almost like a sort of a point of not desperation, obviously, because you know he has been a good number 9 in the past, but like this is where my jigsaw piece fits into this team best. Like, yes, I'm probably better at left wing, but we don't have a first choice number 9, and I can do that job. Whereas now we're sort of stacked at number 9. We've got Cavani, we've got Ronaldo, even Greenwood, who can fill in there probably better than Martial can.
Yeah.
And other than Paul Pogba, who's kind of playing there because our defensive midfielder's not good enough, Rashford's really our only out-and-out left winger, isn't he?
Yeah.
So maybe now, move back over there, you've actually got a better chance of playing games out on that left-hand side than you did 2 or 3 years ago when you decided you want to be a striker.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think it does suit him, definitely.
I think Martial played best when it was no stadiums and he was no
fans.
stadiums, no
No
fans.
stadiums.
No
The fans are
stadiums.
still
Just
there.
playing on a field. No, when there was no fans there, we that's when we went on a goal scoring run. I remember, and he felt so much more comfortable because no one was shouting at him. And maybe he's just one of those players that is probably the better in the training ground. But
Yeah, and there's rumours, isn't there, that some people are saying that say rumours like there's like it's definitely true or definitely isn't true. That, it's an opinion rather than a rumour.
Yeah.
That he's one of the players that kind of diminishes when he has genuine competition rather than flourishes, like we've seen from De Gea, like we've seen from Luke Shaw.
Oh,
I thought Lindelof took one.
oh
in there. Nose there.
no, oh no.
it's Rondon.
Rondon.
Good block from
Fuck
Varane there.
me, man.
Good block from Varane. Yeah, he just comes across well. What happens here? So
Lindelof
Wan-Bissaka
commits.
loses his header. Lindelof gets slightly unlucky there, to be honest.
Offside.
I think he is off.
I think he's offside. Lindelof, by the way, doesn't get like bullied in the air. The ball just goes straight up, and it's an Everton player that collects it. I think that's harsh to be like,
Was it a goal
fucking hell, Lindelof
No,
there.
he's offside.
Because Wan-Bissaka's
Oh,
lost his
offside.
header first, and then Lindelof puts a good bit of pressure in. It just happens to land straight back on the ground at an Everton player's feet. I don't know. It'd have been better if he'd have won it, but he didn't do loads wrong there. He didn't get dominated in the air.
No.
Just we didn't collect the second ball, and they did.
Varane swept up though.
Yeah, he did well there, Varane. It still ended up in a chance for them, but yeah, well done by Varane.
I think Varane's looked really comfortable since he's come in.
Yeah, definitely. Just that one mistake against Villarreal,
Yeah.
won it, where it just passed him the ball 20 yards out. What do you think to Varane, Ronaldo?
I think Varane's quality.
Yeah.
He lived up to his potential.
Gave anyone the backstory on that for anyone who doesn't know why you're being a bit
Can't be
shy
arsed.
about it. Come on, say it. Ronaldo thought Varane was shit. He said he never
No,
lived
I
up to. See, go on, defend yourself because I'm going to tell it all wrong.
I was slightly harsh. It's one of them where
We all make mistakes.
He was touted to become like this undisputed world's best defender, like almost generational type. And I believed he's probably got to a level that surpasses probably 95% of centre halves that have ever played the game.
Yeah.
And he's still been really good. But I've just thought never at one point in his career has he been the best centre half in the world, which was expected.
It seemed like he might. Yeah, okay.
That's literally all I meant.
And when you put it like that, it doesn't sound. I don't think people might argue with that, but I don't think that's a genuinely awful thing
Like,
to say. I think
it's not.
like you
it
said,
was a-
he's probably never been the best centre back in the world,
But for the money we paid for him, you can't complain.
but he's been right on the cusp,
Fantastic.
I think, for about 10 years, hasn't he? Where he's
Yeah.
like in that top 5, top 10 conversation centre backs for a decade.
You know the type of accolades the likes of Van Dijk's been getting,
Yeah, and even before,
or even
Ramos,
before that,
or,
Ramos, or even what they're trying to do with Diaz now.
yeah,
Rand's never had that kind of
no,
acclaim. That's kind of what I was referring to.
yeah, maybe almost the same argument you could make with Wayne Rooney, where he's won everything, he's done loads, but he never was the best player in the world.
No.
I think maybe in 2010 you could argue that if we'd have beaten Bayern Munich in that Champions League game and we'd have gone on to either get to the final or maybe even win that against Inter Milan if we'd have followed Bayern's path, I think Wayne Rooney probably would have won a Ballon d'Or that season. But he didn't.
He did have Cristiano Ronaldo playing with him as well, though, didn't he?
Well, not in 2010.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ronaldo, but yeah, before that, obviously. But I'm saying that specific season. I think if we'd have had Bayern's Champions League run, and maybe see what we could have done against Inter in the final, I think there's a chance that he could have won it that year. But he didn't. So people will always say, change camera cam. People always say that he didn't quite live up to his potential, even though how much better could he have been? Really, it's Wayne Rooney, isn't it? Free kick to Everton.
Dean's delivery.
Good clearance.
Good
Martial.
clearance. Good clearance, Tony. Use your left foot there.
He's got a very feet low to the ground sprinting style, hasn't he? He sort of shuffles a little bit.
Doesn't look like he's in a rush, does he?
No, it's like he's exaggerated that as he's got older as well. Like, do you know sprinters? They lift their
As
knees
he's got
up and
older,
drive through.
the tender age of 25.
But he's been at United 6 years. I mean, over that a period of time there for things to have changed. Sprinters lift their knees up and power their legs through, don't they? Martial sort of he runs like one.
How have they got through there?
Done, Mace.
Fuck.
Yeah, a bit of pressure now for Everton.
Yerry Mina whippers. Fuck, Jesus.
Yerry Mina putting crosses in from 35 yards out.
Oh, this Gordon kid, he's decent. He's not bad,
Is he playing wing back or is he a winger?
Go on then, Fred. Don't
No,
know.
Dinier's playing left back, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's playing. I think he's just playing in midfield.
It's a strange formation.
Yeah, it is. I don't quite know the formation they're playing, to be honest. Because they've got wingers and they've got fullbacks, but then they've got...
They've been playing with no striker
That's
for a
not
while.
a foul. Come on. He just touches his back. How is that a foul? They were not being given in the first couple of weeks of the season. Look at this.
Yeah, just shoved him nowhere.
He was going
I don't
nowhere.
think he does. I don't think he pushes him hardly. He puts his hand on his back. He puts a bit of pressure on it, but it's not a big shove.
Didn't need to touch. He was going nowhere.
Free kick, another free kick to Everton.
He's giving me flashbacks from the World Cup. Him, Jim, when he scored that header.
Yeah,
he's a menace in the box.
forgot about that. Most headed goals. Almost another one there. Nah, I say almost another one. He got a head on it. It was well wide, I think.
Yeah.
De Gea looked
Does
relatively
Michael Keane
comfortable.
celebrate if he scores?
Yeah, surely. He's well onside, no question about that. Comfortably wide by the end, 5 yards wide
Yeah.
by the time he gets there. Slightly worrying though, it's Luke Shaw that loses his header. But you know what? He puts enough pressure on him that he doesn't get it on target. You can't win every header. Luke Shaw does all right there. No. It's a low cross that comes in about head height. You'd have to push Michael Keane out of the way to win it.
I think Wan-Bissaka's playing quite well down this right.
Yeah, he's been good. Floated through the air, then.
Is that slow-mo?
It was a dive attempt, wasn't it?
He's holding his knee, which is concerning.
Could have gone anywhere.
Yeah. Is he back up, Wan-Bissaka? Not seen him on the screen.
We've
He
not
must
kicked
be,
it
because
out.
no one's looking
Yeah.
at him. Still can't see him.
There
Oh,
he
there
is.
he is. Oh, he could track back and everything.
Go on, Fred.
Go on.
One more.
One more.
Shoot. Don't know why you're laughing, Cam. 2 losses and a bounce. 2 cool out.
McTominay, it's a corner to United. A bit better play there. Good forward run by McTominay. I think the problem with when you're playing by himself, like we did against Villarreal, I know he wasn't by himself, but he's expected to do the lion's share of the defensive work. You miss out on that. The main thing he's added to his game, I think, in the last 2 years is going forward. He's a danger in the box. He can get 5, 6, 7 goals a season.
He used to be a striker, didn't he?
Yeah.
In the academy.
And he's actually had... That's a good cross.
Go on.
Oh, that's the
I
thing
thought he
he's
was
added.
about to get it then.
It's going to be hard to get joy with crosses against Everton.
Yeah, and now they're counter-attacking as well. Luke Shaw's committed himself.
Mason's gonna.
Godfrey can
Mason's at
get
right
going
back.
when it.
Yeah, go on, Fred. Had a bit of a 2-on-1 here. So he's done well to slow him down there, Fred. And that's a comfortable one for Varane.
Eddie's there.
Just again, these second balls that
Oh my
Everton's
days.
all over him. It's another one as well there.
Loose ball.
We're slow on these second balls.
Eddie's
Well
there
done.
though.
That was good by Fred,
Yeah.
actually. He slowed the play down enough that they couldn't get that first crossing that they wanted. They had to play it back first.
Set.
Magnuts.
Brilliant. It's too tight in there.
Cavani though doing the defensive work. Like,
Yeah, he was playing right back there, wasn't he? That's the thing I always think. Do you know when you think like, oh, he's dead old? I know he's not that old, but in football in terms, you're like, oh, he can't play. He must be tired. There's people in their 40s doing like ultra marathons and shit.
Yeah.
Like doing like 250-mile ultra marathons. Like someone can run about for 90 minutes every 10 days.
I think you're getting aerobic and anaerobic exercise confused.
Well, jogging about like he was doing then is aerobic. He wasn't sprinting then, was he?
Yeah, well, there's a lot more sprinting involved in a
Of
football
course,
game
yeah,
than
of
a
course there
marathon.
is, yeah, of course. I'm just saying like
You know,
the toll of running around.
No, I'm just saying because like fitness, etc., can be so focused. If you ask them people that are 40 that are doing ultra marathons to play a football game for 90 minutes, I bet they get fucked first.
Do you think?
It's different energy systems, isn't it?
It is. But surely if you can run 250 miles, you can play 90 minutes football.
Yeah. I understand where you're coming
It's a lot.
from. but
There's a lot more to it than you think.
Yeah, of course. It's like you said, aerobic, anaerobic. The point wasn't meant to be the most scientifically sound argument. I'm just saying, people in their 30s can be very fit still, can't they? And are capable of doing a lot of running and sprinting.
Yeah, they can. They are.
Yeah.
They can be.
Jesus. Can't get away with anything on here today, can I? Fucking hell.
it's very
I
educational.
don't know. Someone saying Wan-Bissaka and Mason doing well on the right hand side. Yep, I agree with that. Mason and Cavani doing the defensive work. Yeah. Do you know what though? I don't think that's a problem, to be honest. I think that's a good thing. I know obviously you don't want your striker playing at right back, but the fact that they're willing to get stuck in and put that extra energy in, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It just helps everyone out, doesn't it?
That's what I mean. We don't always want him there, but
Yeah. Someone said on Twitter, the match has started, Manchester United winning 1. Interesting. Someone said, ghoul, exclamation mark. So I don't know if someone
Ghoul.
scored or whether there's a ghost in someone's bedroom.
Tokyo Ghoul.
What's that?
Anime.
Oh, is it? Interesting, that side to you, isn't it?
Why does everyone think anime is like a personality trait? Why?
Oh, because for a lot of people it is. You know it is.
Yeah, it is.
go on.
Cavani!
Oh, Cavani against Everton, almost his customary goal.
Great cross.
Great
Who was
ball
that?
for
Was
Fred.
that, was that Fred
on-
on his right foot?
Fred on his right. Missed the movement in the box.
Yeah, it just drops back, doesn't it? It's just that
perfectly.
sick.
Wait,
It's a
wait.
great ball.
Fred.
He doesn't do much wrong
Dino.
either. He
No,
heads
it's a
it
good
down.
save.
It's
Good
in the
save
corner.
from
It's a good
T-Rex
save.
arms.
From
Hey, Pickford.
yeah, well done. Good stuff. That.
Nice.
See, that's the thing you get with Cavani, isn't
Cavani's
it?
goal pending.
Yeah. So let me just plug my laptop in. We're getting the dreaded low battery. Oh God.
Treaded low battery. Wait, that's so
warning.
dramatic.
It's the worst thing in life, that isn't it?
Big switch. Seems to be targeting Godfrey more than Dino.
Yeah.
And I would personally think Godfrey's a little bit of a better defender than Dino.
We enjoy playing down the left, though, don't we? With
Oh,
Shaw.
shoot. Red's messed up.
He's giving a foul away. So he put that cross in. Now he thinks he can do it all, doesn't he? What's this? Just is
Yeah, it's a foul.
2 fouls from behind him, one there, both feet. That's a good
Just
thing.
a little-
Just
just a
quite
little
central,
more,
isn't
yeah,
it?
central.
Yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't do much wrong there.
No.
You can't blame Cavani there. It's on target. He heads it down. He makes the keeper and pull off a good save. But if it's slightly further in the corner, I think that's a goal. Lucky there, though. That's good.
yeah, it was promising.
Yeah. We haven't even seen that from Ronaldo yet, really, have we? That kind
That
of...
type of head.
Yeah. Which I know he obviously can do. He's very good at, but...
Didn't you? I thought he was going to hit that.
Yeah, me too.
Glad he didn't.
I know.
Who's that Dinya again? sort of like we swap. You know, we allow them a bit of pressure, they allow us a bit of pressure.
I think they're just lacking a little bit.
Yeah.
That Rondon up top. I know we're going to score, but as you said, it's he's nothing.
Nah, he can be a handful, Rondon.
He was a handful.
He's a physical presence. You're saying that, and then he'll score today. Now watch.
I know.
That's what.
How old is he? Is he old?
I think he's about 33, 34.
Is he? He's 32, yeah.
That's not even that old in football anymore.
For a striker.
You got people doing ultra marathons at that age, don't you, Ronaldo?
I don't even know.
Can't play 90 minutes.
I'm more confused what the difference between a marathon and an ultra marathon is anyway.
I think an ultra marathon is basically anything more than a marathon. So it's like people do like 40 miles.
So instead of giving
miles,
it
60 miles.
instead of giving it another name, they just threw ultra.
Yeah. Probably like the sort of veggie chicken nuggets argument where it's like, let me compare it to a marathon because people know what that is. And then just put ultra in front of it because it's even bigger and better.
Donny got any chewing gum in?
No, but Mike Phelan's face is covered in stray chewing gums that he's already thrown. Corner to United. That's a good cross, that. Headed away. Good spot, though. Fred back out to Bruno. Just sort of chubs one in with his left foot, didn't he?
Clubs
not
it,
yeah, not much thought to that. Just, I'm going to swing my foot at it. Strong bench there.
What, with Carrick?
To be fair,
can we bring him on?
He's the one that you'd want in this team, isn't he? A 26-year-old Michael Carrick.
I reckon he can still do a job now.
Probably in some of the games. If you get like a lower league team in the FA Cup.
Or Fletcher.
Let him have 20 minutes. Carrick and Fletcher. Let him have 20 minutes. If we get... And so it's not disrespectful. If we get a non-league team in the FA Cup, let's say we get like Works Uptown in the FA Cup, let Carrick and Fletcher have 20.
Oh, no.
Where we going? I swear there was one point.
How's he got that out there?
So there was one point we were going to sign Carrick on because we had no midfielders.
It's a good pass
There's
as well.
Oh.
Straight the goal. Ducore causing all sorts of problems there. Good
It's very
on the ball,
end-to-end.
driving forward well. Yeah, it is very end-to-end. But that's because of our midfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always end-to-end. Because we can't stop their attacks because our
That
midfield
was a
isn't good
chance
enough.
for Everton.
That's Cavani
I
doing
know.
it right back.
This is why Cavani gets injured, by the way. Because he does too much.
Yeah,
Let's be honest, like he misses plenty of games every season. And you commend it while he's doing it, but I reckon he'd get less injuries if he wasn't playing a right back and up front at the same time.
I just don't feel that the midfield too. They don't show for the ball. They just kind of just
Look
hide
at there,
in the
neither
middle.
of them are on. It's Wan-Bissaka's only pass there is Mason Greenwood, or he has to turn back and go to
They're
Lindelof.
they're not showing for the ball.
No, there's no pass into the midfield. There you go. Fred just dropped in a little bit now. I know you can't be available for every single.
It's like we need someone in this hole here.
Yeah.
But Tomley's gone into the box.
There we go. Shaw, Martial. Trying to play 1-2, can't get it right. I wouldn't mind having a little sustained bit of pressure here because it, like you said, it's been too end to end, hasn't it?
Yeah. Go on, Bruno.
Throw into United. Shaw plays it to Fred, who does I'm going to say, perfectly thought out dummy there.
Yeah, I'm not
for
sure.
himself.
Greenwood, shot on target.
Nah, you never know. You never know. One a game is good to go through Pickford's legs.
Yeah, exactly. Or spill it back out to Cavani or whatever.
Yeah.
Here's that chance again for Everton. Ducore, just good composure. Pulls the ball back to Ronaldo.
Sets it up nicely for himself there.
Yeah, who is it who gets in his way? It's Lindelof. Just closes the space down well, doesn't he? As soon as he takes that big touch, Lindelof gets across.
Yep. Well done.
Wide barrier, as they call it. Long barrier, I think it is.
Like the cricket fielding.
Knee sort of tucked into the other knee. Greenwood. See, it's a bit of a cul-de-sac here.
But again, he just
so
runs
well.
it
He's
in.
done so well there. That's,
Yeah.
that's sensational. Great cross
Come on,
pass
Tony.
to Martial as well.
Go on.
Go on,
Martial
Tony.
keeps hold of it as well. Slightly less composed. That's a phenomenal pass by Bruno and Wan-Bissaka.
Someone in the crowd shouted dummy. It's illegal, apparently.
I know. You're not if
Get
you're in the
booked
crowd,
for
though. You're allowed to shout it from the crowd. Martial recovers well here. So this is a brilliant pass by Bruno, that.
Yeah.
What a pass.
That could have been a nice, because we were queuing up at the back.
Yeah, that's an incredible pass. Because he's running the wrong way there. Sort of clips it back over his left shoulder, Bruno.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's promising though.
Yeah, it's a bit better. We just need to hold it. We just need to keep it in there. Win this back here. Oh, he's done well there. Decore. Would you have him at United, Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Do you think he'd start?
Yeah. Yeah. He'd start.
He's good, isn't he? Fucking hell. One hell of a clearance there.
Oh, bit of
McTominay
handbags.
having a scrap.
Alan loves it as well, doesn't he?
I like that. Decore and McTominay walk past each other. Just had to sort of have a little like hand
Honestly,
slap.
Honestly, the handbags.
Honestly, think Dean, this Gordon kid lashed out.
No problem.
That's a great tackle.
It's a heavy challenge, but he gets the
No,
ball.
I think it's Dino.
Who is it?
Dino.
McTominay tries
It wasn't-
to
it's
it's
still
all kicking
going.
off here now. Luke Shaw pushing Decore about. Fred getting in.
Fred loves
Decore
it.
just wants to fight everyone. He was trying to fight McTominay. He's fighting Luke Shaw.
They got a few in here. They're like, Alan's a little pit bull.
Yeah, they've got some.
Yeah, the curry looks like he's lost his
He
head.
looks pissed off, doesn't he?
What's he fuming about?
I don't know what he's pissed off about.
Where's he from,
Because
Decore?
he's French, isn't
Is
he?
he French?
Yeah. He didn't really. He wasn't really involved in this, was he? And then he's sort of got
himself
involved.
involved.
Yeah. Like I don't know what's going on here. Didn't seem to be much in that for it to kick off like this, did it?
No.
But McTominay's not up for backing down in this situation, is he? Which I think is fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Don't want to get bullied. Is he just having a
really
look?
seen the
What's he having a
replay.
look at?
So it's Yereminu's going into McTominay, and then Decore sort of comes across. Mina
Just a
and
bit of
Cavani squaring up. All a bit of nothing, really,
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it?
don't
Never
think-
a
I
big.
don't-
No one really does anything. No one swings anything, leans forward on anything.
Just a few comments passed.
Yes.
So it should just be our throw-in.
Yeah, I think so.
Back to it.
Should be a throw into Man United on the left hand side. People saying send Decore off. I like that. Just because he's
him
quite
off.
good.
Yeah.
And he's got involved. Just send him off. He's not done anything, but send him off anyway. Joe McGovern says it's frustrating that no United player seems to have a plan until they get the ball. They look like strangers against the worst Everton team in years. Oh, sorry, leaning all over the place.
Yeah,
I think
it's not the worst
I was
Everton
gonna say
team.
that's a
in
bit
years.
harsh.
They're not the strongest 11, though, which is
No.
no one can argue with.
No. Sorry.
But they have been playing well.
Yeah, they have been playing well.
Now, they've been playing well generally this season. They've been good this
Yeah,
season.
that's what I mean. The level on points of us, aren't they?
Yep. Excuse me, by the way, I have passed gas. If you smell that.
Oh, my days.
Jeez, I don't know what even happened then.
Everton. What? Basically, Luke Shaw.
Rondon let it go over him, and
Yeah.
Luke Shaw, Townsend was in there, but
Yeah.
Shaw.
Seemed to
Got
get
involved.
got a block on it. Everton just having their sort of, back and forth. You have 5 minutes, we have 5 minutes. 5 minutes now, aren't they? Martial stepping
Our
in
ball.
there. Won a throw in. Well done.
That's perfectly how this game's gone, though, Joe.
Yeah.
We have 5 minutes.
Yeah,
we
it's
have
like
5
pass
minutes.
the parcel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pass the pressure. You have 5, we have 5.
Look how easily it gets blown by here, though.
Yeah, he does well there. It's a good block by Luke Shaw. In the right place.
Yeah.
Tracking his man well. Come on then now. Let's use that little bit of...
Again, there are just no
Argy-bargy.
options to feed the ball through.
No.
None of them look like they want it.
Yeah, it's a bit static, isn't it? Off the ball.
Yeah.
That is the problem with Martial. Even at his best, he's not really an off-the-ball runner, is he? He likes it into feet. He likes that ball.
Yeah, he says
Fizz it
Ronaldo
in.
saying he wants to dribble, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He
fizz
wants-
it in, and then I'll do some work from there.
Tell you
But
what, Ronaldo's not happy playing here.
I think he's pissed off.
Looks it.
Cavani there. The ball just behind him, won it from 1
Go on, bring it down. What-
He's asking so much of
I
Greenwood.
know, why
there
has he
with that
could have
shocking
just brought it
pass.
down?
I know, Fred there just kicking it to Greenwood
Hitting
25
hope.
yards in the air when he could just, take it down on his knee and make a normal pass. He has to play a
Getting a
volleyed
bit-
pass first.
They're getting a
aren't
bit of joy down this left.
they? Yeah, they are. Come on then now, let's hold the ball for once. Find it. There we go, Fred.
Forward.
That's better.
Come on.
That's a shit pass from Bruno, that.
Too easy.
Our
Just
midfield,
glides
both
past
of
him.
them have just been fucking walked past. Walked
Big
past.
save from De Gea.
Walks past McTominay, walks past Fred. That happens. That has
Far
happened
too
so
often.
much this season. I know Traore is a different animal altogether compared to who was that Gray. But
Yeah, that was great.
it happened about 7 times in the Wolves game. Just getting walked past. He just gets walked past again there.
De Gea looks fuming.
Who is it? It is Gray.
Vamos.
Just goes past McTominay so easy. Fred's not even there.
No, but everyone tells me Fred's an amazing defensive centre mid. That's why he plays. I see him get dribbled past, ran
Gets dribbled
past,
past all the time.
all the time. I don't see what is he actually good at.
Then he just fouls them, kicks them.
Just energetic, isn't he?
Energetic doing what though? I can go
No,
out
but
there and do
he's still
what
out
he's
there.
doing.
You get someone for an ultra marathon and
what
just run around.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
what he does is there, he's just broke up the play there. We didn't see it properly, but he's the one that's in there getting tackles in and trying to win the ball back. He does get blown past all the time. Which is why, again, by himself, he can't do it.
Why's that a bulk centre mid?
Bolt's loving it at the minute, isn't he?
Is it every game? Imagine if he got fat, Usain Bolt. You couldn't imagine that, could you? That'd be tired, fuck it.
Playing well, this kid. Left wing.
Yeah, yeah.
This Gordon fella.
Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood booked for a foul on Gordon.
Yes, they are getting a lot down this left-hand
Yeah,
side.
they are.
I think
Not much contact, but he just kicks his foot out of the way, doesn't he, as he's trying to land?
I don't think it's a booking. I think
Seems
it's
a bit
soft,
harsher a
soft
booking, yeah. You're right, Ronaldo. You getting stressed? I heard that sigh.
United fan, isn't he?
Excited.
It's part of the
Part of the experience.
yeah. We're never really satisfied.
So they're pumping it into the box every opportunity to get. a free
Yeah,
kick.
we saw that stat before. It seemed to vanish quite quickly. Maybe that's because they put the ball in the box. But I think Everton have scored the most goals from set pieces since the start of last season.
headed
Was it
goals.
headed?
Yeah.
16 it was, wasn't
16
it?
headers.
So it's no surprise that they're adept at not just scoring from free kicks, but you then sort of base your game around winning free kicks as well, don't you? And
They've
done
got
that
good
well.
set piece.
That's a
taking.
foul on Greenwood. That's a booking.
That's a booking more than the other
How is
one.
the Greenwood one a booking and that isn't?
That's a booking.
Come on, ref.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, man.
You're stopping the counter.
Michael Oliver.
That's just ridiculous. You've literally just booked someone for so much less than that.
That's a red, that.
It's not a red because he pulls out, but he still blocked the counter and he's tackling him at thigh high.
Send him off.
It's not a red. It's a yellow though. Nothing. I don't understand
It's
that.
just what I want. I didn't say it was the right decision.
I want it.
This is why people get so annoyed, the inconsistency.
Yeah. Because we're playing the ball out from the back trying to get a counter going and he just completely wipes Greenwood
To be
out
fair,
and doesn't get
that,
booked.
that aerial stuff isn't thingy. Oh,
Sure. See, why have we got Cavani playing at left back here? Come on, Luke. Run. Luke Shaw jogging back. See, that's what happens. You jog back.
Come on, Wasaka with the
Varane
block.
has to cover you, and then there's no one in the middle to stop the cross because the centre back is playing in your position.
No, come on.
Luke Shaw's got to get
Let's
back
go.
quicker there.
Let's go.
See him
Give it-
jogging.
Cavani.
It's a good ball, not quite though. So I don't know. Throw into United. That's what worries me with Luke Shaw this season. You see him in the shot the whole time, jogging. Jogging.
Doesn't really do anything, does he? He's just going to jog him back.
Yeah. He's not covering a man.
No.
He's not watching a run. He's not really even close enough to the attacker that if he cuts back on Varane, he can get a tackle in. Just sort of, it's like he's like, oh, he'll cover it. He'll sort it. If Varane don't block the cross, we're lacking in the centre because our centre back's been dragged out. It's what Maguire used to get blamed for the season before last.
Yeah.
That's good. Come on then.
Come on,
Come on, Tony. Actually do something here. That's better. Well done.
go on.
Drop
Keep
it
him in the
back.
box.
That's a good jump, that.
The issue is he's against Godfrey and it's basically a centre half.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a tough task, that.
Not been very exciting, have we?
Ronaldo playing question mark? No, he's not. How's that not a booking? Yeah, I still don't know how that wasn't a booking. What are the other games this weekend then? Is there some big games? City Liverpool, that's the one. I knew there was one big one. That's tomorrow.
Chelsea playing Southampton at home.
Chelsea Southampton.
Is it away
at
at
3
Southampton, or
o'clock?
is that-
No, it's at Stamford Bridge. If they lose another game in a row, Come on.
Tuchel might be sacked.
We say that. How long was it? How long did Di Matteo get after he won the Champions League for him? He was sacked by Christmas, wasn't he? When did he go, Cam? Do you remember?
You're not really, as a Chelsea manager, you're not really allowed to lose games.
No.
How long has it taken that, bro?
Yeah, it took about 45 seconds to take a throw in it from his own half.
Ref?
Oh, God. Just being swarmed here. Well done, Fred. Come on.
He's always
You've
half a
won
step slow.
2/3 of it and just giving it back.
There's a lot of fouls going on
Yeah,
here.
it's getting a bit scrappy now, isn't it?
Another free kick to them.
Bit feisty, innit?
November 2013. November 2012, we were sacked. So that lines
Didn't
up.
even make
If Tuchel loses the next 3 games in a row, we've got ourselves a Di Matteo, boys. Fingers crossed. Southampton, good luck this afternoon. Imagine that.
They turned up at the Etihad, didn't they?
Yeah. What was it? 1-1.
0-0.
Like, the way Roman looks at it, doesn't matter that they lost both their games to Juventus and Man City. It doesn't matter.
No.
A loss is a loss.
They're all the same.
Oh, shit.
Keeper.
Well done, Dave.
Then there's no other real top games. There's Leeds Watford, which in the Who Cares derby there. Then there's Wolves Newcastle. The Who Cares derby at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Burnley Norwich.
Burnley Norwich.
And then at 5:30 it's Arsenal away to Brighton. So yeah, not many great games today. What about tomorrow?
Arsenal, Brighton.
Yeah, that's the one tomorrow, isn't it?
Arsenal,
Liverpool
3 wins
City,
in a row.
4:30.
It's making my heart hurt.
3 wins in a row, and they're talking like Arteta's going to win the managerial Ballon d'Or for it. It's like finally the vision's coming together. It's like you are Arsenal. You know that like most seasons, like Southampton,
They're such a
win 3 games in a row.
roller.
at
Yeah,
some
they're
point.
such a roller coaster, aren't they?
That's the thing. Every other mid-table team, when they win 3 games in a row, they say, "Nice bit of run of form here for Crystal Palace."
But that's what makes Arsenal even
Whereas
more funny.
yeah, whereas Arsenal's
So
like,
excited to get
finally
in.
Arteta's vision is coming to fruition.
Always back to him.
The league title is on its way. It's like, chill. Just chill.
Why do you...
Wait, why did you just give up then?
I know.
Wan-Bissaka
Hey,
didn't do
Why just
anything
let it
then.
go?
Fuck.
Cavani there, was it Cavani? Someone played the ball to Wan-Bissaka, and instead of like trying to win it or knock it off against their defender's leg, you just let it roll out for their throw-in. Interesting. 40 minutes.
Raf is just on the side, shouting facts repeatedly.
Yeah. Would you say that Rafa, because he was already like bald and that, he doesn't seem to have aged much in the last 15 years, does he? His head sort of stayed in some sort of stasis, like Walt Disney in that freezer.
Might be hair dye.
I think it is hair dye. He's still got the goatee as well. I like that.
Yeah. Rocks to goatee.
The persistence on the goatee. Goatee seems to be the sort of thing that once you've got it, you stick with it.
Wouldn't
for
you
life,
ever
don't
dye your hair?
Probably not. No, would you?
No, probably not.
I reckon you would. Would you not dye your beard?
What would I dye it? Blonde?
No,
Ginger.
but what if you're going grey? Keep dyeing it brown.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I might be able to rock grey, though. I think grey would look
Yeah.
decent on
Do you
me.
think? I'd love colour.
Silver fox.
Yeah, that'd be good. Well, that's a good pass.
Let's go
actually,
past
Fred.
that cut.
Come on then
Fred.
now. Bit of space. Find the man.
Come on, Tony, now.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, yeah. The Godfrey almost took his eye off that there, didn't he? Because that was a poor
Yeah.
ball, but it almost made its way through because Godfrey didn't look up until it was a foot away from him.
Good challenge.
Come on then, United. You got a bit lucky there. Slightly absent-minded there. I need to stop finishing every sentence with the word there.
Like that one.
Yeah, well, that one was to emphasise what I'm not going to be doing anymore. There. Right there. Right, come on then. 3 minutes to go.
Past that.
Cavani. That's poor.
Poor.
That's very poor.
Very pure indeed.
Throw in. I've just got a feeling we're going to get a goal before half time. What about that? Do you agree?
No.
Okay.
How's Martial been for you?
Not as sort of outwardly poor as he has been. He hasn't really gone above and beyond in any way, has
I
he?
don't think anyone has, though, to be honest.
No, that's true. He hasn't stood out.
It's been very mediocre.
That's a great pass. That's
Great
nice.
touch. Go on, Tony.
Yes! Get
Tony! We knew he was going to score.
Come on!
There we go.
Fantastic! Good lad!
Right on cue.
Oh, of all the people as well. Literally, we're going to score before half time. What do you think of Martial? That's what I fucking think of him. This touch here, by the way, from Bruno is absolutely stunning.
Fantastic touch. How's he even spin that?
I don't know. Unreal from Bruno Fernandes there.
And Tony,
and
that's what he wants. That's where he wants the ball.
If there is to be a trademark
Get
Anthony
him,
Martial
Tony.
goal,
Buzzing for him.
that is it.
Yes.
Martial FC back.
So much
Ronaldo was
more.
halfway through a slanderous tweet there. This turn here.
So much more
his
natural on left
right
wing.
foot. And just the pace on that is
First
beautiful.
time.
There we go.
Top
Beautiful.
bins.
Top binzer.
That touch with his outside of his right foot. as
Another
he's
Bruno
spinning.
Bruno assist.
assist.
Oh,
Or is
it's
it
a
deflection?
Just know you got to get it on target only, and Pickford spills.
Yeah,
It's a
massive
deflection,
deflection.
that's why. Don't mind that at all. Joe, can I have the lottery numbers for tonight? Yeah, you can. 6, 12, 48, 41, 36, 9. There you go. There's the lottery numbers. Bonus ball. Just a ball with a drawing of a fish on it. And they didn't know how that got in there, but that's what it is tonight. So make sure you tell that to the person at the counter.
Get it.
Fantastic. Hey, lottery's £2 now, isn't it? Can you
I
believe
know.
it? Unbelievable.
But they brought the, if you get 3 numbers, is it 30 quid now?
Get in. Tell you what, lottery does a lot of good stuff. Why are we talking about the lottery? I don't know.
Just
Every
scored.
time you go to like a football pitch in somewhere like Worksop, it's got the little lottery
Yeah.
funded thing on the side. I like that about
Grassroots.
lottery. Yeah. This makes gambling wholesome somehow. We needed that. We needed that. I'm so happy for him. Yeah,
Happy
I'm
for
so happy
Tony,
for him
yeah.
as well. That's from 64 Ahmed there. Great shot. Individual brilliance. I don't know if that's a joke or if that's satire, but
He's a fantastic defender, though.
he got a deflection and went in. Who was the individual brilliance? I love it.
From Bruno.
I guess it was from Bruno, yeah, because it was a decent finish, but it did get a big deflection. That's a good header, that. Bloody hell. Come on, then.
Ooh.
Jesus. Bit
Sure.
more on that. Come on, Tony. Tony, he scored his goal and now he's under it in every pass.
That's his job done.
Josiah said, Martial is dead food. Do you think he meant good, or is dead food some sort of like, you have food in this
Gone
town,
off
man, people are going to eat you alive? Is that kind of thing? You're right, Ronaldo. It's been head in hand since that goal went in.
Now I'm even more nervous.
Oh, fuck's sake.
No, that
How's
was-
that happened? Now I'm even more nervous. That's a good ball. This
Nice
is...
flick.
We need this win. Come on.
Champagne
This
football.
is some sort of
2-0,
style
I'm
of play
comfortable.
we're seeing here.
Oh,
Go on then.
made it way through.
We're not 2-0 up against these last time when we ended up drawing 3-3.
Yeah. So let's keep it as 1.
Let's keep our fucking mouth shut. Keep it as 1. Yeah, that's a good fucking proper 4D chess, that, innit? Last time when we drew with them, we were 2 goals up. Here's what we do. Stay behind for the whole game. That way we can't concede late. Come on,
Tony's
then, Tony.
done a
One
nice
more,
play
lad.
again.
One more.
One more.
Oh! You went for it. You realise as it got
What
to
did that
Pickford, you realise as it got to Pickford, that was going at about 4 miles an hour.
Slowly just caught it.
Looked like a beach ball coming to him in slow motion. Oh, I got so excited there. Martial's on
Martial.
it now. Come on, lad. And this is good because the last goals he scored, I think the last goals he scored were against Southampton, and we're already 5-0 up when he came on. So you
Yeah.
don't really get that confidence boost from them. That's a proper.
Could see the
proper
relief in
confidence
his
booster.
celebration. Isn't he?
Yeah.
The relief in his
Yeah,
celebration.
exactly.
He
yeah.
loved it, didn't he?
Yeah. I loved it. Martial.
Love it.
That Ballon d'Or clause is coming this season. Monaco about to get an extra 6 million, let me tell you. Have I gone too far? I might have gone too far.
You never go too far.
Thank you. I think Bruno's looked good today.
He always does.
I know he does. People like to knock him because he's misplaced a few passes, but
know.
that turn for that goal then was brilliant.
Yeah, and set it up nicely, right way on the pass.
Yeah. Just did real gentle.
Go on, forward.
Poor touch from Greenwood there.
Free kick. 30 seconds left.
Come on then. Might as well push for one now. 20 seconds. Cavani's in the box. Yeah, there you go. That's all right. Straight to Pickford, but worth getting it in the box, innit? It's 10
Yeah.
seconds left of the half. Might as well have one last chance. Do you ever do that on FIFA? When it's like 89th minute and you're like, or 87th minute, you think, I'm going to pass it around and so that I get
That's
the last chance
half-time.
of the game. That's what United did then. Last chance of the game, ball went into the box. Pickford collects it. It is half time now. Get your comments in there. What did you make of that first half? Ronaldo's been on his phone since the goal went in. Is everything all right, Ronaldo?
Tweeting.
He's tweeting.
Twitter fingers.
He's got Twitter fingers. Let's see
I
those Twitter
said-
fingers. Show us your Twitter fingers.
See, Martial.
There we go.
Martial left wing. That's the tweet.
I love that.
That inside forward role.
Yes, and always has been a left winger.
Do you remember when the forward roll got rebranded to being a somersault? Because when I was a kid, it was forward roll or nothing. And then all of a sudden, people saying somersaults at me. What's that all about? Anyway, let us know what you thought of that first half in the comments. I'll be honest, I don't think that was as bad as we've been in recent weeks. I think we've been really poor. Villarreal was much worse than that. I think the West Ham game in the Cup was much worse than that. I even think the Villa game was much worse than that. Yes, Everton have looked dangerous at times. They haven't had any huge chances. And again, Everton are a good team. But United have got the goal. United have also had big chances. The Cavani one was huge. Obviously, the goal there as well.
Yeah.
I think United deservedly take the lead there.
Martial FC, who's in?
Go on then. Go on then. He's finally picked up. Have you just realised the goal's gone in? Go on then. Talk us through that. And get onto your mic and tell us what's going on.
What do you mean? I was celebrating alongside
I'm
you.
messing
Just
about.
like screaming.
I know, I'm messing about.
Of
What do you make of that? The goal, the first half?
I thought if it always looks heightened because Everton are the side visiting, we're the favourites.
Yeah.
I think we've had just as much nearly chances as they've had.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty 50-50 game. It's not been 120% convincing, but I think we could have scored with Cavani. There was a little bit of near opportunities.
Yeah.
I think you can't argue with the 1-0. If it was 1-1, you couldn't argue with that either. I think it's been an even game, as I said. But I don't think we've been completely outplayed. I think it's just been a bit meh here and there.
They haven't had a chance as good as that one that we just scored from.
It's like how you said.
Cavani
It's like how you said it. We've had the alternated kind of. We've had our 5 minutes. They've had their 5 minutes. That's how the game's been.
End-to-end, wasn't it?
Yeah. Not dominated. What are your thoughts, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, we got a bit of joy down the right with Wan-Bissaka. We also were getting caught out on the vice versa for them going on the left. But as I said, there's lack of creativity in the middle with those two, with Fred and McTominay. But Martial, as we were saying, he was everyone was playing quite mediocre, but he's getting in the right positions. He is making more runs, attacking runs and getting the ball into the box than he has been doing.
Yeah.
And then obviously Bruno, fantastic touch for a goal, sets it nicely on a plate. Does take a big deflection, but as Ronnie was saying, it's getting the shot on target, getting the balls in. It was probably going to go in anyway.
And when you're in that position where you're stepping onto the ball, probably 8 or 9 yards out from that position,
that's where
the power on there, the weight of the ball. It's going to be dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where those deflections
where
can
he
happen
wants
because
the
you're in
ball.
such a good position by that point. Virgil McClement says, is there more balance with Pogba not being on the left?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's more width.
Yeah, there's definitely more width. I don't think Martial had the best of half so far.
No.
He
And
didn't
Shaw
do, he
didn't
didn't
really
do as
either.
much wrong. He didn't look quite as out of it as he has done in recent weeks. But I think that goal is the crucial thing for him, isn't it?
That's
Like,
I
he
mean, it's
needed
massive
that.
for him. That
Yeah.
he definitely did that, and we're buzzing for him.
Yeah.
That he got that goal. Hopefully, he's more confident now, coming into the second half. But as you're saying, Shaw is making them runs forward, but defensively, again, he was getting caught out, wasn't he? Varane had to come over.
Yeah, there's a bit of that from Shaw still, isn't there? I wonder if he's carrying something or if he's slightly
he's been
unfit or what. I don't
maybe
know
he's
what
been
it is.
rushed back, but I think
Yeah.
I don't know because he went off, didn't he, last week against
Yeah.
Villa? Didn't play midweek, so maybe he's a factor of that.
Yeah. Knights says Pogba should never play off the left. I think he looks at his best from there.
Yeah,
Certainly his most creative.
You can see that by the assist he's got this season.
Yeah. I think it's been a decent half. Obviously, some of the deficiencies get masked by the fact that we're winning, but I don't think we've been bad. It's not. That wasn't as bad as like the Villarreal half, was it? By any means?
No.
Or the
I don't
Villa.
think we've been at the top. We've
No.
been decent.
Yeah,
I think we've been. We have looked dangerous when we've gone forward.
Yeah.
I think both teams have. I don't think we played bad at all. I think, as I said, people are going to probably harp on more of the little bit of instances Everton have had in half chances and breakaways. But generally speaking, we've been dangerous as well when we've gotten our foot on it and gone forward as well.
Yeah.
So I think 1-0 is a good scoreline. But I think we're going to need another one.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll have some stats to throw on the screen soon, so we can have a look at a little bit more detail at how that first half went.
It was more end to end, but as you say, it got to the final third and there wasn't enough on both sides. You could say.
Bruno Fernandes has now got 50 goal involvements in 58 Premier League games, 30 goals, 20 assists in 58 Premier League games, which is absolutely outrageous. Only Andy Cole, brackets 43, Alan Shearer 54, and Eric Cantona 54 reached 50 goal involvements in fewer games. Andy Cole getting 50 goal involvements in 43 games, by the way, is absolutely outrageous.
That's incredible.
So he must, I mean, and he didn't get that many assists, so I would guess that's probably like 40 goals and 10 assists or something. Also, people sleep on Cantona in terms of how good his output was per minute as well. People act like, oh, he just got a couple of goals, but
Yeah, he was similar in terms of his goals and assists.
per minute
yeah.
was sensational. But yeah, so Bruno Fernandes is in,
Doesn't
you know,
stop, does
Andy
he?
Cole, Alan Shearer, Eric Cantona. That's elite territory in terms of making your way into a league. Also, did Alan Shearer played some of his career in the first division, didn't he? So he came in with a bit of experience already when the Premier League started, whereas Bruno Fernandes, these are his first ever games in English football.
Well, I
Same
think-
for Eric Cantona.
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
Alan Shearer's is similar in terms of it's more goal orientated, isn't it?
Yeah, of course,
Well,
of course.
actually.
But yeah, amazing by Bruno Fernandes. As we all know, I think just from watching it, you can see how important he is. The one thing with him is he's not a possession player, is he? He's a risk taker. He gets the ball and he takes a risk
the flair,
immediately.
isn't
We do still lack. See, here's the thing, right? I feel like we lack control in midfield, but then you look at the stats there.
Yeah.
We've had 68% possession.
Yeah.
Like, how much more control can you have on a game?
I think-
What is it that when we watch Manchester United, despite the fact we've had 68% possession, which is fucking Barcelona levels, Man City levels, when you watch them, you don't think we're in complete control here. Do you think it's just how shaky we
I think
are
it's the
in that
possession.
defensive transition?
I think it's how we have that possession as well. A lot of it is I'm on the back four, and obviously we do use Wan-Bissaka and Greenwood drops back a lot, but I mean the possession is not attacking.
Look at his
possession.
touch though by Bruno.
It's insane. Spinning away from his man on the outside of
Has
his
a
right
little look.
foot.
Doesn't even.
Honestly, this touch here, I know it looks dirty.
Yeah.
On the
Oh,
outside of your foot,
fuck.
that is incredible. How is that not spun off?
It's more-
and out
How's
to
he
the
just
18
taking
yard
It's
that?
line?
more about what's great about the touch is more about the spatial awareness. He
Yeah.
knew exactly to try and let it come across him
Yeah.
to cut that defender
But
out of the game.
how can you let it come across you and then use your front foot to control it and it don't go flying off? Unreal.
Yeah.
And yeah, a really positive. I mean, obviously the goal's good for United and therefore good for Martial anyway.
It's the gloves.
But
and
great
it's
for Martial.
the short sleeve and gloves, mate. I'm telling you.
The gloves. Yeah, Bruno's touch. Whoa, says Osman. Couldn't agree more. Junior King Kumba says, today is my birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday indeed. He
birthday,
says,
mate.
also love my club. Good.
So
Me
do
too.
we.
Yeah, United there. Someone said in the comments that possession stats lie. I don't know whether it means in terms of the pressure and the dominance, but I think
Basically,
I
the game's
assume
been
they are the genuine
basically
possession stats.
saying that makes it seem like United have dominated the game when we haven't. It's been a very
But this-
even game.
This is
Yeah.
when Fred
Yeah.
and McTominay both just drifted past.
But
Yeah, and this is all
Sure.
Luke Shaw's just jogging.
Jogging nowhere.
Like, if you're gonna jog, do you know what I mean? It's just a bit nothing, is it?
There was
Good
no
block by,
commitment, was there?
Wan-Bissaka at the back post. Someone said, I love Donny van der Beek and almonds and bacon. What are your favourite?
that sounds like he's trying to just reel off his subway or something.
What are your?
oh.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know when someone's saying something to you and you accidentally type the word that you hear? It's like he's working at Subway and he's going, I love Donny van der Beek. And someone said, and can I get almonds and bacon? And he just typed it out by accident and sent it. Oh, fuck, that's someone's order. Right, sorry about that. Do you want any Cristiano? I mean, do you want any cheese and toasted on this?
Yeah.
Do you think cheese and toasted is the most said single sentence in the history of humanity, by the way? Because every Subway worker has said it 300 times a day for the last 25 years. What do you think? Hello's not really a sentence.
I don't like cheese.
Okay, thank you. Answer the question there, Ronaldo. Thanks very much. Cafos TV says Martial needed that goal. Yeah, he did. Hello. Martin Connor. I love Stretford, Paddock and shaved spuds. Thoughts?
Shave spuds. I mean, I can imagine they're probably all right.
Lovely. Brilliant. Throw Van der Beek in the well. What well? Throw him in the
The
well.
wishing well.
The wishing well. Donny, I'm afraid you're going to have to be sacrificed to the well. You're not going to be playing games, and the well brings us good fortune, and you know that. And a Dutch counts for two
Give
as
as
well.
much chewing gum as you like.
Yeah, exactly. Throw your chewing gum down the well and jump in after it, my man. I don't think we're going to be throwing down any well anytime soon. But yeah, massive goal that for
Tony.
Anthony Martial there, yeah. Ronaldo, you still tweeting, mate?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's our. We're going over to Ronaldo corner. Still tweeting? Yeah,
Tweet
cool.
corner.
Cool. Anything to share?
Anything to share? Yeah, anything? Come on, Ronaldo.
I'm just seeing people commenting on what I've tweeted, innit?
Oh, cool.
Is that not allowed?
I mean,
can't stop.
it's less than ideal for the people watching at home, I would say. Would you say? Would you think that if you were watching a video and someone was on the phone throughout it, would you like that?
No, I won't say throughout.
Okay, that's a good point. No, that's a good point. United have had one chance, Everton had no chances. I assume that one chance is Martial's goal, but Cavani, of course, had his own chance as well, didn't he? That header just made himself a yard, headed it down, got it on target. Slightly unlucky not to get a goal there, but it shows what he brings that sort of no one else brings, doesn't he? I think even over Ronaldo, he makes half a yard, maybe even better than Ronaldo, would you say?
Yeah, Ronaldo just gets the height more, I'd say.
Ronaldo beats a man better, but
Cavani finds the space.
Like Michael Keane's marking him, and next thing you know, the ball comes in and he's got a free header.
He gets that perfect position in between both.
Yeah,
It's just little intricate movements he does, isn't it?
yeah. Like not enough for the defender to notice it as like a run, but before you know it, the ball's going over your head and he's nowhere near you. Brilliant stuff from Cavani. Hopefully he can get a goal. Fergal McClement, super chat. Could Martial scoring be massive for Ole? Big call from Ole when he was under a microscope, and it looks like a nailed-on call at the minute. I mean, even if we don't win this game, Martial has proven or sort of has earned his place in the starting 11 now with that goal. You can't ask for much more unless he purposefully scores an own goal later on in the game.
You never know.
You bring someone in like that, he gets you a goal. That's job done in terms of that selection now, isn't it? He's proven it. Do you not think?
No, he still doesn't get into the strongest 11, does he?
No, I don't mean in terms of that. I mean, he's saying here about it's a big call from Ole. That call has been proven right now.
Yeah. And
Would you say?
people have been slandering for his substitutions, haven't they, and his decision making.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously worked.
Yeah.
I mean, as we were saying, the rest of the game he hasn't been like unstoppable.
No.
But neither has anyone else. So.
Do you know before when
What's
I said
that on the screen?
That's Martial putting a couple Everton defenders on their arse. Do you know before when I said that I think Cavani's like...
Look at the mean potential on Mina and Godfrey, though. I'll go back on a Mina and like just section off them two.
Godfrey, like...
It's like when you see...
She's 10-10.
When you see a 10-10.
Do you know when I said before that I think Cavani's probably slightly better at those like couple of foot movements that just give him space in the box? Nathan Howard just said, leave Ronaldo alone. That's just because I said Cavani was slightly better at him at one thing. Leave him alone.
Me?
What does he mean, leave him alone?
Oh, because he's on his phone. I thought he was defending Cristiano Ronaldo because I said that Cavani was better than him.
He's
at those
defending
movements.
me, mate.
What, because you're on your phone? And I was saying you shouldn't be.
He's got supporters.
Sorry, Ronaldo. Sorry.
I didn't know the policy.
It's all right. Alex Buckingham, member for 12 months. Thank you. We have actually just put Joe's lottery numbers on. Right. If we win tonight, I might send you a beer or a sloppy gobby. Right. The sloppy gobby you can save. What I would like, if you do win the lottery with those numbers that I said, because I don't even remember what they were now, send me, if you win it outright, send me 50 grand. Because that's like less than a tenth of what you will have won. I deserve 50 grand. I think we can agree with that. Alex
If
Buckingham,
you was to get 50 grand, what would you do with it?
what would I do with it? Buy lottery tickets with it. 25,000 lottery tickets, please. Because I need to take the whole bacon next time. Nathan Solakis says, what would it take for Ole to get sacked by Christmas?
No.
Christmas ain't in charge of Manchester United. They ain't sacking him no matter what. Cheers from Australia, lads, love the show.
It's got to be due.
Sacked by Christmas, I think it's out of the Champions League. I think it's out of the FA. Do we even play FA Cup by Christmas? No. Out of the Champions League, out of the top four, shocking, falling out with everyone, crap. I think that's what it has to be. I think it would have to be absolutely catastrophic. Cheers, lads, from Australia. Love the show. Thank you very much.
I really want to go Australia, man.
Where would you go?
Can't at the moment, can you?
Why can't you?
They're not letting anyone in, are they?
Could you change the camera cam?
They're not letting... You know, whenever I think of Australia not letting people in, I just think of nothing to declare.
Have you
ever watched that?
Yeah, I have. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. They're really strict, though.
They never let anyone in.
I think it's because of their kind of... Is it to do with their plantation and wildlife?
They
because
say
it's so,
that, but...
It's like they can't let... If they let one thing in...
But they've got so much tourism there. They can't act like they're that scared about it all. But then I think they pick who they don't want to come in. Like, a bit of grass on your shoe, mate. He's like, yeah, that was from. I just went out for a fag. Nah, you're going back. And the worst thing is, you get turned out from Australia, you've got a minimum of a 6-hour flight.
Yeah.
Even if you lived in like Bali or Singapore, it's still a 6-hour flight.
Alongside the fact that they've got some very, very scary creatures.
Are you scared of that sort of
Wildlife.
thing? Yeah. What's your top 5 fears or top 3 fears, Ronaldo, in terms of like
Being punched.
non-humans?
Being punched by a kangaroo.
You've kicked off now, second half.
Or,
Second half's kicked off. Or what? Spiders?
yeah, spiders.
Some of this
What about
scary
what
stuff.
about
Snakes.
What about an otter with a knife?
Have they got Wolverine? Have they got Wolverines in?
I think they might have Wolverines. Yeah.
they're
What about
scary,
a badger with an attitude problem?
though. That's a Wolverine.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about you? Fox on a bike with some pepper spray?
I mean, I wouldn't
That'd be
like
scary,
to go
wouldn't
meet
it?
in an alleyway.
No, absolutely not. And it's a BMX as
They've
well.
got
They're
poisonous
scariest of the
everything
bikes.
though, haven't they, there?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Quite like to see a kangaroo, though.
Would you? The kangaroo would be quite good, wouldn't it?
Mm.
It's just a little 6-foot mate, aren't they? I'm
They're not,
surprised
mate.
they've never
Mine's
domesticated
boxing,
them. Why have they not domesticated them?
Because they're wild animals.
Yeah, but so were dogs. So were cats. Do you know what I mean?
I think kangaroos are in that ilk of just
Like zebras.
they can't be domesticated.
They struggle with a zebra, don't they?
Have they tried to domesticate zebras?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's zebras that they're really difficult to get for some reason. I don't know why. That's why you never see like someone like trotting about on a zebra. But donkeys, they do.
That might be down to.
Go on, read it out. Wait, oh, you talking about that? You're talking about the zebra thing.
I've not seen that. Oh, you can read that out.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were referencing it. Sorry. Just a stat about time on the ball in the first half. Martial had the most time on the ball of anyone for Manchester United, apparently. Wan-Bissaka second, Varane, Lindelof, and then Greenwood following that all over a minute each.
Surprised Bruno's so low.
Yeah, and Shaw's so low as well. The rest of the defence make up 3 of the top 4.
Which makes sense,
And
but
then Luke Shaw's got like
I'm
half of the
more
possession of
obviously
Martial.
Cavani. Sometimes you do expect that as a lone striker, working in moments.
He's had 9 seconds.
The
on
fact that Fred's that low as a centre midfielder is a bit.
yeah, but he's quite like that.
Yeah,
He's give and go though, isn't he, Fred?
because that's.
Maybe Luke Shaw the same. Luke Shaw charging forward a bit. Greenwood. Oh, there was space out there for Wan-Bissaka as well, wasn't there? If that ball came off. See, that's what Fred does. When he gets it right, that's what he's.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the best. The best of Fred there.
That's good.
Top of the pops.
Not enough.
No, he's not great, but he's
Where's-
what he can do. Good starts this half so far. Good pressure from United. Winning the ball back well. Go on then, Luke. Overlap.
Go on, Tony.
He's got us. That's done
Nice.
well.
He's got it back.
Oh,
Corner.
nearly. Corner ball to United.
Nice.
Good start.
Pressure again.
Would you have Ben Godfrey at United?
Yep.
Would you?
I wouldn't.
Just as an option.
As an option.
Yeah.
Where you playing him, centre half or right back?
I mean, maybe right back if Wan-Bissaka's
Yeah.
injured.
I'd probably definitely have a Dallo.
Maybe. Right, corner to United. Luke Shaw to take it.
You're gonna have
Ball.
to pay quite a lot for him, though, aren't you?
Probably, yeah. I don't think we'd go for it. I mean,
No.
It's not an This doesn't seem to be an option. I just was wondering. Shaw in. It's gone long there. Greenwood backing it up. Bit of space. Straight at
shot on.
Pickford. Good effort from 25 yards out there from Mason Greenwood. Matt Wicks with a very important comment. Joe, you reckon you could take a gazelle wielding a passive-aggressive post-it note? I'd struggle there because the thing with the gazelle is the cloven hoof for me. I think, is it a cloven hoof or have they just got a trotter? Either way, that big nail. Do you know that horses have where it's just one big nail at the front? That scares me because with a person you can bend their fingers back. But with a horse, Jesus Christ. And they've got
Nail.
metal shoes on as well.
Yeah.
You think it hurts when someone stands on your foot with studs on? Horse weighs half a ton and it's got metal shoes on. People forget that about horses.
They're huge.
They're huge and they've got shoes nailed into their feet. Do you know how hard you have to be to do that?
Hard.
It's like imagine you had a mate and he's got metal shoes on. Oh, how's he get them on glue? He nails them into his feet every day.
Fair enough.
Fucking hell, he's hard. You know what I mean? That's a horse. And that is a horse. Yeah, I like a horse. I somehow got into the horseshoe changing area of TikTok the other week. And the cleaning up of cow hooves when they've got like abscesses and stuff. Anyone seen that? That really tickles an itch.
I've seen one with a dog.
Had.
I've seen one with a dog's got like
Yeah.
living inside it, and they have to pull it out.
Yeah, it feels like a very fundamental interest that, like almost on par with the sort of and I hate to say
Pimple
this,
poppers.
public hangings of the medieval times. Do you know it's like that idle fascination of the what should be something that's too disgusting to look at. You sort of go, oh, I hope it's a bad abscess, but I hope they fix it. Disgusting. Sorry about that, everyone. There you go. Fred's on.
Fred, play.
Speaking of play, are you a fan of playing FIFA, Ronaldo?
No.
Okay, thank you. Good chat. Alex?
I am.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
FIFA 22 came out officially yesterday. How are you
Got
looking?
it officially
Not a
yesterday as
gamer.
well. I did.
I like the. Thank you for repeating my emphasis on officially.
I'm not a gamer, Joe.
It's weird that, isn't it? Because you
I'm
have all the tenets of a gamer. You like your Marvels.
nice
You
to
like your
play.
anime. You like football.
But the
Got
thing
all
is,
the-
what I am is
all the attributes
No,
for a gamer.
the issue is
Yeah.
I won't get FIFA 22. I've not had FIFA in a while, but I'm very good at it.
You're very good at it.
I'm just naturally very good at FIFA. FIFA's
like
a
that.
weird game. You don't actually have to play it that often.
Yeah,
good at
that's what makes it good though,
I
because
like
you
that
don't have to.
scorching confidence.
Everyone
there
can
from
play it
Ronaldo.
because everyone knows the controls.
Yeah, well,
A to pass, B to shoot. Simple.
just
So anyone can go play at FIFA. You don't, I don't know how to play that, mate.
got a little bit of football knowledge.
Yeah, but it's
Not a
not.
game.
It's not football, is it? It's a game. Do you know what I mean? And that's not to knock you, but it's like you have to master the game side of it.
I think it's to
as,
do
well-
with-
as well
I
as
think it's to do with
playing
the
good
tactical
football.
side.
Do you think?
Yeah.
What do you play on that? What do you play on FIFA?
No, it's like you can.
Like instructions,
Oh yeah. Getting behind the scenes.
tactics.
That back office stuff. Actually, speaking of, basketball preseason starts tonight, doesn't it? Is it tonight? I think the Lakers are playing the Clippers soon, or is it that?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah, it might be. It might because I think toward the end of October.
No, it's tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow they play the Nets.
pre-season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's at 8:30 as well, so I'm watching that. That's good. Anyway, sorry, football. Martial, United have basically held the possession for the entirety of the second half
Yep.
so far, haven't they?
Martial's
from
got the
United.
ball quite a lot again in the
Yeah, he
second
has.
half.
And I think again one of the reasons why his numbers are high in terms.
God,
Go after it! He stopped and no one was even there. See, Bruno gets there before he does.
This is what annoys me.
You've got to
about
do
his
more than that
play.
there. Hold on. But that's why Martial holds the ball for so long, because that's his style, isn't it? He gets the ball and waits on it. He doesn't hold on to possession. He doesn't
It's
sorry,
like
give and
I'm
go
not,
quickly.
yeah, he's similar style to like how Berbatov likes to play, of slowly
Yeah.
building it.
But yeah, that was poor there.
Yeah.
The ball went play behind him, and instead of running after it, he sort of hunched over and sulked about it. And then the ball was like took it 2 or 3 seconds before it got to the Everton player, and he could have got there in time. Well done.
Hot ball.
That's United ball. Well done. What's wrong with Ronaldo? I think he's just resting him. Played 2 games this week already. He's 36. He played Wednesday night. It's only Saturday morning. And again, I know that obviously that was just something that BT said. But what was it? On the 13th of May 2021 this year, BT said that Premier League clubs will no longer play Saturday lunchtime kickoffs after Champions League games on Wednesdays. And yet,
Is that coming
here
in?
we are.
What does it say? Where's that?
That was
coming
meant to be
in?
the start of the
Was it supposed to
season.
be this
Yeah.
season?
I know it wasn't an away game, which maybe is the thinking behind it.
Yeah, there's probably some
But
sort
still,
of
though, in terms of
conditions about it, isn't there?
in terms of tiredness, here we go.
Sancho
I'm gonna take a risk here.
getting stripped.
Sanch coming on.
Sancho.
You hate me for that. Why? I'm trying to be part of the. I want to be one of the cool kids who knows Jadon Sancho. Think Martial's got an injury there? Because that is very early for Ollie's subs, isn't it,
Could be
Ronaldo?
Greenwood.
Do you think?
Maybe Mason's played a
One
lot,
of-
hasn't
one
he,
of-
recently?
One of Ollie's favourite things is to sub Greenwood as well.
That's the point. He does like that. Didn't that? I think that always felt like it was because he was the sort of the least senior of the.
Yeah,
of
he was
the
the young.
players.
He was
I
the
think,
youngster,
I
so
think,
he-
I think he's just the easiest choice.
yeah.
Least backlash.
And it doesn't even matter how he's playing.
No.
Been games where he's been playing really well and he's still been
I think we still need to just look after him. No, don't burn him out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's only he
And-
turned
and-
20 yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, and Jadon needs minutes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Oh,
good turn. That fucking hell. Andros Townsend.
There's a
skinning
ball in the
Luke
middle
Shaw.
as well.
Well done, Victor Lindelof. Good
Cover
defending.
as well. Shaw him
Luke
well.
Shaw, and he's
And
hurt
go on,
himself
Fred.
there, Luke Shaw.
He has hurt
You got-
himself, hasn't he?
Martial's sprinting technique
It
is.
is. It's like he's running in
As someone
jeans.
who
It's
is
like he's
slow,
running in jeans.
This
and
man is
boots.
running in jeans. What is that?
Jeans and Timberlands.
He's like proper like. What is that? Do you know when you see someone just in the street like chasing after a pound coin that's like rolling down the road? You don't want to look like you're running, so you just. You sure takes one to the top
Try
of the
a
head
kick to
there.
the face.
It's blown in the wind and you're chasing
Yeah. Martial looks like he's chasing after a pamphlet in the wind.
Ronnie's coming on as well.
Ronaldo coming on. Early subs here.
He's got his own
I think
Portugal shin pads, hasn't he?
Ronaldo said there, if you don't bring me on before 60 minutes, I'm leaving. I quit. Him and Sancho coming on. Very early subs from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Luke Shaw's took a kick in the forehead.
What's he got on his knee?
All the tape in the world.
Oh. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that. Absolute pack. Oh shit, that's blood.
Is it
coming through? Yeah, got a heavy bleed there. Luke Shaw on his knee.
So is that why the
Producer
tape
Cam behind the camera pretending to throw up. If you can hear a vague, that's Cam being a knob, basically. Pretending that he's like, oh God. But it's just basically a little red mark on Luke Shaw's bit of bandage on his knee. And Cam's being sick about it.
That was ultra traumatic.
Yeah, come on. I don't like blood, whereas I love it.
Are you a crip?
I bathe in blood, I do.
You're a crip.
That was the extent of the rivalry, wasn't it? One of them going, I don't like blood. The other going, I don't like crip. and we'll leave it at that. Ronaldo and Sancho coming on. Bruno, a couple of players sort of taking a sluggish stance here. Luke Shaw looking like he's struggling a bit.
Everton, a bit of
Come on,
pressure.
keeper. That's out for a goal kick.
Okay.
Yeah, Bruno sort of down on his haunches for a second there, wasn't he?
He'll play on.
Someone saying Martial's picked up a knock.
So Tony's off for Sancho.
Yeah, Tony Martial coming off. Must have picked up a knock. Good game for him,
Is
that.
it going to be Cavani?
I doubt it.
Do you think he's going to go two up top?
It might be Cavani. He's not played a full game this season, has he?
Or Mason?
Greenwood.
I think.
Nah, but will he really bring on Martial?
What?
Bring on Ronaldo right wing?
I think he'll put Jadon right wing and put Ronaldo left wing.
Jaden, come on.
A lot of tape.
Good lad. I'd love to get a
it's
goal. And
Eddie.
it is Cavani. There's a chance there that Cavani's knackered.
Nah, I just think he subbed him off.
You think?
He hasn't played. This is his first start, isn't it? And he's had.
I don't want
saying,
Cavani to be upset. I like Eddie.
Yeah, I'll do as well. Ronaldo coming on.
He's like.
Exciting. Ronaldo coming on.
I just realised he's my fantasy captain as well.
Is it?
Who?
Ronaldo, and he didn't even start.
My fantasy captain.
You're not a fantasy football
That
player.
sounds like someone that you pay to do like weird sex acting.
My fantasy captain for a large part of this early season
I will be your fantasy captain for the evening.
was Fernandes.
Please lay on the bed and put your hands in the arm straps.
It's always got to be
Nice
Fernandes.
play from Bruno.
Yeah, great ball. Sancho didn't want to kick
Didn't
in there.
want it,
Fair
did he?
enough. Sorry, what were we saying then, Ronaldo?
It's always got to be Fernandes.
What, who stays on?
No, fantasy captain.
Oh, right. Have you still got him?
Yeah, it's I think it's Fernandes or Salah.
Yeah, they're your two, aren't they? They're your big boys. Certainly Salah's your banker, isn't he?
I've gone Rom because he's playing Southampton at home.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I've got Rom.
Have you? You got
both.
Salah, Fernandes,
I
and
got all three.
I've got.
Wow.
I think I've got Salah and Rom now. I think I took Fernandes out
Oh,
after
no.
last couple of game. I've got Greenwood.
Ronaldo.
I've got
I've got
Mason.
Greenwood and Luke Shaw.
Come on. Greenwood's already booked. Yeah, he went to grab him there. He went to grab Decore.
Mason did get booked,
And
didn't
then
he?
he remembered he's been booked. Everton are breaking through here.
Oh, this is
One-on-one
not-
on
One-on-one.
He's
Closed
gone
him down
way
well
too
there. He's
easily,
closed him
yeah.
down well. That's
Well
not.
done, Lindelof.
It's not a penalty at all. He's closed him down well.
Look, that's a fucking good thing. Demarai Gray's tunnel vision there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
He's
few
not
options.
McTominay playing right back. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's up the pitch, isn't he? He does well here, Victor Lindelof. To be
He
honest. He
Stops the shot.
slows him down and puts good pressure on him when he cuts back
Come on,
inside.
come on then, Jadon.
Yeah, it's Ronaldo through the middle. Actually,
That was nice.
at the minute it's Greenwood.
He ain't getting there, is he? Get there. Right. Corner that.
Oh, he's done well there,
Corner, yeah.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because that should have been comfortably a goal kick, and he's put the pressure on to get a corner there. We're saying Ronaldo, one of them,
One of what?
rising like a salmon. There's got to be other things that jump up dead eye. It's always salmon.
It's always
everyone talks about.
salmon, isn't it?
Rising like
What's
a
the science behind that?
trampolinist. Well, they jump out of water, don't they?
Dolphins do as well.
Yeah, rising like a dolphin. In through the sky.
It tastes nice though, Simon.
Dolphin? Oh, salmon, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, bit of a clatter.
I know.
Mark Clattenburg in the middle there. Yeah, salmon's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, salmon's
Bit of
beautiful.
sweet chili salmon.
You say beautiful?
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
it's a beautiful delicacy.
Yeah, it is. It is actually. It feels special, doesn't
Nice
it?
one.
There's
Oh.
that sort of fatty. I hate to say this, almost sort of velvety
Tackle that.
texture to it.
No, he's giving that a foul. No way.
Fucking challenge.
Greenwood, trying a bit, isn't he? He's do you know what? He looks to me like he's. I don't know whether it's just a confidence thing or what, but he's like he's trying to go to the next level, isn't he?
Yeah,
Do you know when you're playing Pokemon and you see that thing? It's like what thing is evolving, and then you see that little flicker. I feel like he's in that flicker between like Bulbasaur and Wartortle or whatever, where he's like he's trying.
It's not slowpoke.
Nah, what's he doing? Too slow, bro. I feel like he's trying to evolve. He's trying to go past more plays. He's trying to do more with the build-up stuff.
Yeah.
And he's not quite there yet, but he's on his way. We're about to see the next
Go on,
evolution
Jaden.
of Mason Greenwood. Go on, Chris.
Go on, Chris.
Go on, Chris. Chris
Jaden.
to Sancho.
Oh, could have gone down.
And again.
Bruno.
Back to Mitchell. Oh, lovely play that. That was good play, that.
Fucking hell, man. Come on, United.
Come on, Manchester United.
What's happening? Welcome to the Alabama Rodeo.
Well, I wasn't subbing.
Yours was?
You've not seen that guy who's got the
but,
City shirt on. He's like, come on, Manchester United.
No, I am, as much as I like to take the piss out of City fans, I honestly think that's fake. I think there's probably a United fan doing that. Come on, Manchester United. Or like a Liverpool fan or someone that just wants to slander everyone.
Alabama.
Have you been to America, Ronaldo?
Yeah, I have.
Have you? Where you been again?
Florida.
Yes. Disneyland.
I've been Florida, New York, and I was gonna say Miami, but Florida, Miami's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. What is that where you went then? No,
Yeah,
Disneyland.
I went to Disneyland in
Did you?
Orlando. Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Did you feel the magic? Would you say?
I felt the magic. So
What a
I'm
touch!
just
from
panicking
Bruno.
a bit here. I'm just looking at what we don't concede.
That's a brilliant touch by Bruno Fernandes again there. Go on, Jaden.
Unlucky.
That's our ball. Bit of electricity come with Jadon Sancho and Ronaldo, hasn't there? It seems to be an extra spice in that
I like
final
that.
third.
Electricity.
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 An electro from Marvel.
His Marvel. He loves his Marvels. Do you like DC at all?
Nope.
Oh, that sounded.
I like that because
It's-
in
yeah.
recent years, a lot of people have put that rivalry to one side. Ronaldo's still on it.
Nah, it's not.
He had a T-shirt on that said
DC,
"Fuck
but
Aquaman" the other day.
Marvel's clear.
Aquaman can eat my. I like your jumper, Ronaldo.
Yeah, bought it from the Stretford Paddock merch site.
No longer for sale, but Stretford Paddock merch. Paddockmerch.com. You will see all the stuff that isn't. That one was a real limited edition. Show them the picture. Cut to their camera and show them the picture. It's a great picture of George Best outside of
Best.
his shop in Manchester. But the problem with that one, if I remember rightly, was we didn't own that picture. So we had to stop selling it. We never got told off, but we took it upon ourselves to do the right thing. But Ronaldo's one of the few lucky people that managed to get that shirt before it was taken from our lives. But we've got loads of better stuff now on there.
What's the resale value?
700. I'll give you 700 quid for it.
Pop it on Depot.
But yeah, head over to paddockmerch.com and check out what we do have on there. We've got mugs and stuff coming up as well very soon. So extra bits of apparel and equipment. Oh, Ronaldo's bought a free kick there, bless him.
that's
That Chris privilege,
that's
innit?
the world class. That's the world class privilege free
Yeah,
kick.
it is. That's that Ballon d'Or.
Don't touch me. Don't touch. Don't you
Yeah,
dare.
exactly.
I win a free kick. Oh,
Bruno's
nice
done
touch
it.
from Bruno again.
Bruno's, he's on something nice today, isn't he? He's had a
He
big.
always-
He's
I
had
didn't
a.
know where he was going with that.
He's had a
He's
big
had something
breakfast
nice.
this morning.
He's had his Weetabix.
I don't think it's Weetabix, and if it is Weetabix, he's had sugar, but he's also had dried cranberries on it. Do you know what I mean? Something a bit left field.
Do you not remember when they went out for that dinner and the menu came
Oh,
off
that
of all the food they'd eaten?
Yeah, Bruno had everything.
Bruno, sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah.
It was,
He's like, I'll have the goat
Goat
cheese,
cheese, yeah.
I'll have the lasagna, and I'll have a burger.
and the extras, get the halloumi fries in.
Yeah, it's like, Bruno, chill. Although he probably does burn off about 6,000 calories a match. Corner to Man United. Bruno whips it in. It's a
poor.
shit cross, though. Maybe he should have had one extra Weetabix for that corner.
Dash of most cranberry.
Jesus Christ.
And they're going to counter here.
Bruno just been... not
gone-
Bruno,
has it gone
Fred's just
through?
been chucked about. Don't all get
Oh,
dragged to
they're
the
all
ball!
gone.
Fuck's sake, man.
Everyone dragged to the fucking ball. 1-1.
Schoolboy.
Everyone just sprinting at the man on the ball. It's just the fucking awareness there.
No one was looking.
You could see it. They're all going sprinting over. There's a man over your shoulder. You've got to keep an eye on that. Fred with no fucking strength either on the touchline. Go through him if you have to. It's fucking stupid, that. It's such a shit goal to concede.
It's a shit corner, and then they've just countered from it, haven't they?
It's a shit corner. The ball gets played out here.
Fred
loses the ball once, and then instead of flying through it, gets
bullied, body
bodied
checked.
there.
Wan-Bissaka, does that go through
And
his
then
legs?
look.
And then Luke Shaw. Why does
just
Luke
drag
Shaw
over?
come
You've got to
charging
watch
over?
your man.
Luke Shaw just charges
Varane
over.
trying to track back, but he's behind his man. It's Shaw there's
Who
got.
was it? Someone was in the middle though, and Shaw didn't need to come
Lindelof.
over.
Lindelof's
Lindelof
there.
got back, and then Shaw just comes, and why? Just sticks a leg out. Shite.
Poor that. Really poor. Fred there, giving the ball away. Gives the ball away once, or does it? Not strong enough once, not strong enough twice, and then we've got people ball watching. But to be fair, after that, it's fucking panic mode, isn't it? Fred's got a chance to win a tackle, gets it wrong. He's got a second chance. Just fucking go through everything. Take it out, take him off the pitch, and you get pushed out the way. Is it Decore who keeps the ball in the on the touchline?
Just absolutely.
And from there, no one knows what they're fucking doing, but it's poor. You've got to be stronger than that. That's what I mean. He gets dribbled past. He gets walked past too often. And it's happened twice in about 3 seconds there, and it's cost us a goal. Really poor, that.
Yeah. Come on. Got that space.
No one
No
going to
one's-
him
no
there
one's
either.
caught
No
him.
one's showing for that.
All over him, ref.
That's a yellow card,
That's a
ref.
yellow.
That's a yellow
How's
card,
he not
ref.
booked him?
He just fucking
And he's
grabbed
just
him
thrown the
with two
ball away.
arms and spun him around. How is that not a yellow?
It's clear as
Do what
day,
you
that.
fucking want. If someone's got the ball and you put two arms around him and pick him up, that's a yellow card.
Took his shirt off him.
Fucking hell. Stuff like that.
It was
does
right in
nothing.
front of him as
Where
well.
the refs are just like, well, you know, they've just scored, so let's give them a bit like... It's like
I know.
they just get a bit of extra credit because, well, it's United, you shouldn't be expecting to win just because you're at home. Everyone's warming up now, look.
We've done 2 subs as well now, haven't we?
Yeah. By the sound of it, Martial had a knock, so that explains one of them.
And then
They're
Cavani's
the
just
ones.
match fitness, I'm guessing.
Probably. That's a
Corner.
corner ball. Come on, United. At least, let's not concede from this corner that we've got. That would be a start.
Beat the first man.
Does that count as conceding from a set piece? That it's our fucking corner, but it's still technically about 5 seconds after we had it. Bruno whips it in. That's better this time.
Of course, he
Deeper.
goes deep because he didn't
Yeah,
want to.
too deep.
Another corner.
Better
Read it.
than the first one, but still not great. Townsend had time as well there. Another corner. to
Townsend
United.
bagging again though. He's on form, isn't he?
I know.
Free.
It's a fucking sitter though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Varane just winning it, but just getting a glance. All of Mason.
Oh.
Ah, it's unlucky he slipped over.
Slipped
He
over.
did, didn't he?
Is he on ball? What are they contesting for?
How's that a foul?
What are your thoughts on that goal, Ronaldo?
Just getting caught out again. That's literally what they've done all game. Just broke. The Corey bombing through. Gets his customary goal contribution now as well.
Fred's got to do better on that one. And then this one, he's got
Probably
to
just weak as piss, Fred,
Yeah,
man.
he's weak as
Yeah, so bad.
And then Shaw.
Everyone just dragged around in it. That space is there.
Bro,
for
everyone's on
Townsend.
string.
You know, Varane's fast, but he's not that much faster than Townsend that he can make up a 5-yard difference, can he?
Does he do Ronaldo's celebration?
Oh my,
Oh,
no
no.
way.
Oh dear.
No way is Townsend done this.
They're not even-
But it's also he's fucked it up.
That
done the
is-
worst.
Fucked up, but
That's worse than Adam Patterson's version of it.
That is.
Would you not do it if you were winning?
Yeah, it's a bit of a.
Small club mentality. that.
Townsend's a prick for that, though.
I bet he said in training, if I score, I'm doing it.
It's
I
embarrassing.
feel like he's not going to be the last person to do that.
No, It must have already happened loads.
I think.
Like in
Yeah.
Juventus and stuff. He was doing it in Spain, wasn't he? But
I
he
think,
didn't
yeah,
always do it. It's Paul. He loves one of them though, doesn't he? He gets a taste for it, Townsend. He loves a long range strike. Paul Pogba coming on. Final substitution. Who's this going to be for, do you think?
Fred.
For Fred?
Yeah.
You know. Fred yanked off. See, the
He's
problem
been
is
shite.
the problem is with Fred. Let's say you say we're never playing him again. Who do you play?
Matic.
It's like it's not definitely better. Is it?
We've known we've needed this though.
I
It's
know.
not come as a surprise.
No, I don't think it's a surprise to Ollie either. To be honest,
So why? I just don't understand why we've not fixed it.
no. What are you
I'd
saying?
even rather play someone like James Garner in there.
Someone who can hold the ball.
Someone who's like naturally in that position as well.
Yeah. So we've got Pogba and McTominay deep now. That's an early cross.
That is
Sancho.
absolute shithousery over
I don't think
fucking Andros Hairgun Townsend.
Me, man.
Yeah, I swear he was bald.
He went Turkey for a couple of weeks.
Come back with a vengeance. Scored that goal against City and thought, fuck this, I'm getting a haircut. Well, it's the opposite of a haircut, isn't it? It's a hair addition. Come on.
I thought it was just called a hair transplant, but I don't know.
It is. Did they transplant it from a dead body or is it from your own body?
It's from your own body.
What's the opposite of a haircut? Could be a wig as well.
Yeah.
That could be an anonym.
Hair growth. The
Extensions.
opposite of a haircut could just be like the game of chess, though, couldn't it? Something that's really nowhere near it.
Extensions.
They have still cut the hair though. They've cut the hair from your body.
Huh?
When you get a hair transplant.
Wait, so realistically, people with hair transplants could have pubes on their head.
Realistically.
Don't think they take it from your pubes.
I don't know where they take it
They
from.
don't.
They used to take it from the back of your head.
They just take like the bit that grows hair.
Fergal McClement, Super Chat. Fred is a massive problem. Please tell me what attribute he has apart from running around a lot in the wrong position. I'll have a think.
Defensive substitution number 1.
Yeah, here comes the time wasting.
Everton bringing on Ben Davies for, I don't know Gordon's first name and that's embarrassing. I should
Tom Davis, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sorry, Tom Davis. I'm so confused.
I'll let you off.
Gordon is called Anthony Gordon. There you go. He's an English professional footballer.
Is
Plays
he?
as an attacking midfielder for Football Club Everton and the England national under-20 team. Unless I'm very much mistaken.
So Paul's gone in the middle.
Yeah, it's Pogba and McTominay deep, and then Sancho on the left, Ronaldo up front, Greenwood on the right.
Nice.
It's a good pass.
Back to him.
Go on.
One more.
Go on.
Nice.
Good, Scott.
He took it off.
McTominay.
Ronnie's.
Good pressure. Good,
Nice though,
good
nice
driving run there from McTominay.
I feel like Sancho doesn't want to use his left foot at all. On that left.
Yeah.
He's a right winger.
Better pressing there.
Yeah.
Better play, sorry.
Mason can play either side though, so.
Yeah. He's played almost all his games for the first team on that right, though, hasn't he?
It's the cutting and shoot element.
He's like, you do it with both feet, can't he?
Come on, then. Still 25 minutes to go, probably, with stoppage time. It'll be 20.
Yeah, 20.
You say 25? No,
No,
yeah,
20.
About 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Watch the man in the middle now. Well done, Victor. Good defending again
That's
there.
very, very well defended.
Looked scared, but the right thing happened, so you got to say good defending.
Didn't look like a good matchup. But
No.
He's played all right today, Lindelof.
Yeah, he's not done much wrong, to be honest.
Saw
Yeah, he's
ball.
done well there. And his goal kick as well. Well done. I think it is a bit harsh blaming Fred for that. It's not Fred. It's not harsh blaming. It's harsh blaming Shaw for his position there. But at the same time, if you
Good!
Oh! I thought that was in.
Oh, so did I.
I thought that was in then. It felt certain.
The
didn't
angle was cute, but
Good play from Sanch. Oh.
yeah, nice play, nice ball.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, certain that was in.
That got for a throw in.
Maybe.
No, I think it's
A lot of curl.
Goal kick.
Yeah, still a goal kick.
it's looking better though.
Yeah, it's a bit better. United have held the ball much better this half. That's why that goal's so annoying. Because Everton have done almost nothing this half except that. Like compared to the first half, we've dominated and we've been the better team and we've made chances.
Well, De Gea's not really had to make a save.
No, it's just that one where he's fucking, you
You
know.
have to pick out the net though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
It's gonna be another one of them games where we've got fucking 20 shots or whatever it is, and we drop points. We need to win this.
We do.
Well done, Paul. Oh, come on. He's got a fucking...
Ref, that's a foul.
His mixture of... Cause
Now he's finally getting a bucket.
he should be booked already, Doucouré. He's already fucking picked up Greenwood and spun him round. He's deceptively good at dribbling, Doucouré, and because he's so strong, he's fucking horrible to try and get him off the ball.
Yeah,
innit?
similar like Pogba.
Like Pogba there, he thought he'd got the ball off him, he hadn't. Fred did the same thing twice for their goal.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
How much was he when they bought
I
him?
don't know, and I don't think it was a lot. Or maybe they spent a bit because it was
when
Watford
they
they
had
got him
that
from.
Yeah.
Abdullah Doucouré. He cost, a fee, undisclosed fee, thought to be around 20 million. So, relatively affordable these days, but not cheap.
No.
Ronaldo on the left. Oh no, it's not. Short the loop. Just punting the ball up now. Yeah, we're gonna get in a mix up here if we're
doing?
not
I don't
careful.
want to do that with Rondon about. One thing he's strong as
Well done. Took
Yeah.
two of them though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Leave it.
Go on, Greenwood.
Greenwood's in. Play it across.
Try the right thing.
Offside.
Oh, fucking bounce. Is he offside? Look tight that.
Yeah.
No, he's miles off. He's not
He
not
never got-
miles
he
off,
never
but
got
he is.
back on, did
He
he?
is off. Yeah. He does his best. It's hard to cross that as well, and he got Keane in the way. Yeah, free kick to Everton.
Come on.
Isn't it weird that you can just get booked like 70 times a game? Give free kicks away 70 times a game for being offside, but you never get booked for it.
Is it an offence?
Well, I mean, it's a free kick, isn't
Yeah.
it? I know it's not. It's almost like a maths angles offence, isn't it, rather than a playing offence? Get up.
It's just stop people just standing up front, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's the only one where you can keep
Yeah.
doing it and never get
Persistent.
a bucket. Yeah.
Come on. One Pogs.
See, this is annoying. We need to get an out. We'll talk about it at the end. Let's just get a
Really?
goal first.
What, Pogba's new hair?
Now I'm fine with that. The annoying thing is the fact that people talk about, oh, we won it, but we ain't dominated. We've dominated this game.
500
We were
passes.
the better team in the second half, but
I think the first game. I think the first game were even. I think second half we've been better.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been better. Than
I think
them.
we were just better in the first half because even in terms of
Yeah.
passages of play, but we had more of the ball, we had the better chances. Second half, we've dominated. Everton have literally, to my eye, had one or two shots,
Yeah.
but it's fucking 1-1 somehow. This is the sort of game we needed to get a bit of confidence back. And instead we're...
Go on, run at them, Jaden. Nice. Oh, it's the right areas.
Good area.
Our ball.
Bruno's holding his head there.
Was it a corner or?
Don't know. Trying to get a penalty, I think.
Of course he is.
Sancho. Nice pass to Bruno. Good little run as well in here. Just that. Bit static Ronaldo there.
Yeah, he's nothing.
Bit of an elbow in the ear.
You only wanted Ronaldo coming onto that, innit?
Yeah.
It's a goal kick as well, isn't it?
Yeah, just over Ronaldo's head, wasn't it? He's alright. There wasn't much of a collision, was there? Godfrey's holding his top of his foot, side of his foot.
A bit of time wasting.
Yeah. You know, BT already trailing next. Like,
2 weeks.
2
Yeah,
weeks.
it is.
Watford, Liverpool. If you
Thriller.
can remember that, 2 weeks' time.
Jesus, and we've got
That's 3 weeks away. United versus Atalanta in 3 weeks. Get in the trailer for it. Like it's fucking new GTA game or something. How long is that trailer? 3 weeks out. See, they're just taking the time away now, aren't they?
Yeah. Rondon's just free.
Yeah. Sumner, has said Sancho has been coming into his own the last couple of games. He's looked sharp since he's come on, getting in some good positions, some good passes, good weight on his balls quite often, isn't there? And I apologise for using that term. I won't
We've
say
got
that
a good
again.
weight to them.
Yeah, his balls have got a lovely weight to them.
That's loose.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka. Speaking of a bad weight to his balls, Wan-Bissaka there overhitting that one to Scott McTominay. Luckily, nothing's come of it. You're right, Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets particularly stressed when United aren't winning. How are you feeling?
Just a bit nervy, mate.
Yeah, just a bit nervy. Fair enough.
There's another goal in this yet. Just depends on who. Because my worry is us pushing and getting caught on the break.
Yeah. Villa did it to us, didn't
I've
they?
seen us get caught on the break so often in the past few games when we put forward.
I've seen it been torn the break today.
Yeah. Come on.
My worry is if Everton did have Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
At least we've got the ball. Like in the Villa game, we couldn't get a grip of the ball.
No.
And they
That's
were
what I'm
all
saying.
over us.
We've been
we had
comfortably the better
we had the
team.
possession.
Oh, brilliant
nice.
from Jadon Sancho. One more.
Nice. Go on, Paul.
Good!
Ah, it's a fucking foot over.
It's nice.
Hey!
That's more like it.
Sancho's
Jadon Sancho,
growing
innit?
into it.
That's
Sanch.
more like it.
See,
Brilliant. there.
Villarreal, he looked like he turned a corner
Yeah.
and he's come on and he's been a spark today.
He has. He
Just
skins
needed a-
two there. Brilliant.
See you later,
Just
mate.
waits for him to step in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Off he goes. Pogba. It's more. It's further wide than it first looked like, isn't it? That's good. That's the thing that I thought Sancho wasn't. Again, though, sometimes you got to ease yourself in a little bit. But just sometimes I thought maybe he's not taking enough risks.
Yeah.
But going for it like that looks brilliant. Come on then. We've got so many, like him and Bruno and Pogba all on the pitch
know.
together. There's got to be a goal in this. Greenwood as well, obviously. Yeah. There's got to be a goal in
Ronaldo.
this. Come on. 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Switch it up.
Well
Done,
done.
Scott.
Here we go. Come on. Really fizzed it in there. That's all right.
Come on, Bruno. Play him.
Played it late, didn't he? Come on. Let's not wait till the 90th minute. Let's just get a fucking goal now.
He's going to put it in, surely. Jaden.
Yeah, he's got to be. Just off screen.
They're very deep now.
Yeah,
Two banks of four.
Yeah.
This is the five.
2 banks of four, and the furthest out one is on the 18-yard line. One on the fucking penalty spot.
Go on.
Nice.
Hold.
Go on, Paul.
Turn. Hold. Stay in the box.
Corner.
Alan's a little ratty little.
Yeah. He's like he's snapping at your heels, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's good. He's good. Him and Decore, it's a good partnership. That, isn't it? Fucking beard dandruff. He's got some head and shoulders and chin. Going over the corner.
Go on!
Oh, fucking hell! Pogba's got a little bit of the Maguire in him. He gets his head on stuff and just never. It's a free header, man.
Slightly above him, is it? Is it slightly above him?
You swung that in?
It's slightly above him.
You
isn't
swung
it?
that in?
Bruno. It is slightly above him, that. He's at full jump there and it's skimming the top of his head. I think we can give him the benefit of the doubt.
Blaming his trim.
Now we can complain about
It's
his
longer
trim.
than ever. If he was ever going to get some extra grip. Oh, unlucky there. I think that's just too high for him, isn't it? Or do you think he should have done better there?
I don't know. I mean, it was high for him, and he's not small, is he? So obviously,
No.
he was. I think Ronnie was in front of him, getting a bit distracted as well,
Yeah, maybe.
thinking he was going to head it. So it was a bit late.
Ronnie.
Shit,
Mate.
just because of the sun.
Yeah.
He's got all defensive. It's a poor ball from Greenwood. Don't tell me we're going to lose this to two mistakes like this. This is it, isn't it? Everton corner. This can't be a game we fucking lose. We've been so much better than him in the second half.
Oh yeah, he's birthday Greenwood.
It's a shit pass that.
Enough with the block.
Come on.
Who is it? Gray whipping it in.
Don't know, but they've got fucking everyone in the 6-yard box and they proper pressure in De Gea.
Yeah, Tom Davis is on him.
Tom Daly. Well done,
Good
Varane.
head for Varane.
Look like one of them. We're just going to get a goal.
Oh, jump.
No.
Fucking hell!
Who's defending him? What the fuck? He's offside, surely.
I can't even believe this.
What on
can't believe
earth?
that.
What on earth was that defending?
Do we have a defence?
How was Tom Davis?
Is there any players there to defend the ball, do you think? Or should we maybe have a defence?
How is Tom Davis able to play that pass across goal there?
Tom Davis is just fucking free. Just fucking free. Where's our fucking defence? Tom Davis is well on. He's
Offside.
He's off.
He plays
See
it
you later.
forward.
Front of the ball.
Why
His knees in front of
why
the ball
did he
there.
pass that? Why didn't he just shoot?
His knees in
What a
front of the
pussy.
ball. I'm pretty sure that's offside, that.
He's off. What a dickhead.
Thank fuck for that!
Yerry Mina dancing as well. Did you see him?
Dickhead.
Absolute prick.
Jesus Christ.
Why did he pass that?
I mean, he passed it because it was a 2-yard tap-in. Where the defence is there, I have no idea.
Again.
First of all, you can't leave Tom Davis by himself 18 yards out. And then if you do, you then don't track the runners either.
Defensively,
Because it wasn't us playing
we're
him
so
offside.
anti. Look,
Oh.
do we have clean sheet? Have we had a clean sheet this season?
Don't need one. No, I think we've had like one in our last 15 games or something.
What's he doing?
What's going on there?
Poor Pogba just getting into a fight instead of playing football.
Why would you do that? He's going to lie on the floor now, isn't he?
Canal suplex. Suplex from Pogba there. Oh my days.
Why does he...
Finisher move.
Picks on his back. Yeah, he's well off. He is actually well offside there, isn't he? If we're being honest, he's a foot offside. If
Davis actually has enough space to take
that,
3
I know.
more touches, go towards the goal and just tap it in.
Lindelof knew.
He was miles off.
Yeah, it don't make sense. But Tom Davis there, you don't get in much of a better position than that.
No, that's what I mean. He's got to hit that.
Yeah, keeper.
It's a lucky escape.
I'm glad he did.
So
Yeah,
very
me too.
lucky.
To be fair, he could have shot there. Probably could have saved it.
Maybe.
He's like,
1-on-1 that 12 yards out.
Same area as Townsend, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you just
Took
passed
that.
it in the corner. Come on then. That looks like a good pass. Not quite.
you just saw the swaz on it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who did Davis come on for?
It was
Gordon.
Oh, that Gordon kid.
Yeah. Flash Gordon.
They've gone 4-5-1 now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Trying to do too much, Greenwood, man.
Deep now, innit? Deep as fuck now. Everton. It's a shame, this. A proper fucking shame, because we should have won this game.
Same against Everton last year.
Yeah. Yeah. It does have a similar feel, obviously not quite as crushing. Damari Gray, man of the match. Damari. What do you say? Damari Gray, man of the match.
Was he?
That's what they've given. Not my choice. Commentators have given that BT. Come on then.
Gonna wait some into oblivion.
Yeah, just time waste now, innit?
How's he?
That's our ball. What's gone out? Come on. Fucking about. 2 minutes to go. These last minute winners, eh?
So they're at 5 minutes. To be fair, when it's
What's he throwing, you idiot? He just passed it to him twice.
look at the throw as well.
Just doing 1-2s, Wan-Bissaka because he thinks it's a free kick.
Come on, Paul. Nice ball.
Torch.
Ronnie's in the box.
What's that?
Deep.
We know what's going to happen though. It's Ronaldo.
Ronaldo winner. Inevitable.
Inevitable.
Get it in. Just get it in the box. He's going to lose it.
The Champions League, he loses 10% of his power.
Come on.
Watch.
Soft.
Come on.
Paul.
Labile.
Faster. He's too slow.
Come on then. Win that. Bruno out to Wan-Bissaka. Chips it in.
Ronaldo.
Oh. Paul, time. One more. Sancho. Oh. So weak.
Tame. Unlucky. Good play there from United. Good. Found space well. Just passes it so softly, that, innit?
Yeah.
4 minutes stoppage time. United to find a goal.
Ref. Come on.
Bought that McTominay's done well
Massively.
there. Yeah. Felt a bit of contact and flew over like he'd been punched. Come on. I'd love Sancho to get a goal here.
Faster.
See, it was good there. We played the ball well around the edge of the box, found some space. Sancho stayed wide, so he had that extra pass on.
Yeah.
Just got to be better in the final shot. Come on then. Sure.
Ronaldo's got it. It's not a foul.
Close.
Through the
So
back of him.
compact in there. Look how many fucking players they've got there.
No.
Like 20 of them. It's a poor ball from Wan-Bissaka, that's what it is.
And there's in a minute gone wasting.
Yeah.
No, they're doing a sub as well.
Sub coming on for Everton.
Who is that? Not a clue.
I don't even know who's with this. Gray coming off. Oh, fucking hell. It's Gray that Fred couldn't even out-muscle. Fuck
Was it?
me.
Jeez, I thought it was Decore.
Oh, my God. It's taken me 20 minutes to realise, but it was made it even worse. Jesus Christ. Chris Camel. United could use some individual brilliance right now. Yeah, we could. I'd take some. It's annoying because we've fucking dominated the game. We shouldn't need it. We've made chances. We've got in good positions. We've held the ball. We've stopped them creating almost,
Yeah.
but just not enough.
Just one
fucking
mistake.
counter-attack.
But the defence was all over the show.
Yeah, the defence was all over the show, but it was poor. That's not a foul. Get up.
Come on.
2 minutes to go.
Give it. Faster. Don't want it here.
No. Come on, get the ball up. It's hard though, isn't it? They're pressing just enough. Well done, Paul.
Go on.
Get that, Paul.
Well done. Corey's good, isn't he? Well done, Bruno. Come on now. No, just booting it up. No one to win that. Come on, win this one. Keep it. Yeah, that's a good touch. Well done.
Go on, give it. Go on,
It's a
Ronaldo.
fucking foul on Sancho there. Let's score from a fucking free kick for once, shall we? Rather than just conceding from him or chipping him up for them to win. Let's actually score from one.
What are we going to do with this then?
Chip it to the back post. He's gone early.
He's offside, fuck's sake.
What is that? Why are we doing that? And that'll be it now. They can spend as long as they want on that. He's not even off!
For fuck's sake.
Who wins the ball? But it's Paul Pogba that's offside, and he didn't even win the ball. It's just fucking wrong. They never put the flag
Yeah, I thought
up
the flag's not
unless he's
supposed to go
fucking
up.
1,000 yards offside, and then there, when he's not even offside, we'll get that up straight away. Fuck me. It's just what's the point?
So inconsistent again.
What is the point in that? I know we didn't score from it, but now they've just got time to waste a full minute here. The ball was still in play. It's Pogba that's offside there. Ronaldo isn't. Pogba don't even go for the ball. Fucking 10 seconds now. And that'll be the end of it. Fuck's sake.
Shite.
Gotta be full time now. fucking can't believe this. I can't believe we've not won this.
Gonna find it hard to win games if you can't keep clean sheets. Though.
Yeah, obviously, of course.
Sounds like a Michael Owen quote, that.
How long is fucking taking here? How can you take a minute and a half for a throw-in?
That's our problem so far this season.
Come on then, one last go. That's shit. Get it up. Come on. Looks like he's given us one go. That's not it though, is it? There you go.
That's it.
That's on ball.
That's it.
Full time. Fuck's sake. Right. Any words there before we go for the review, Ronaldo? Should we save it?
Save it.
Save it. Right. One Man United 1, Everton 1. We're back for the review in a few minutes. The link is in the comments, so click on that and we'll go through what happened in that one. Again, 2 drop points at home for Manchester United. Not good enough. We'll see in a bit.